Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome this week's episode of Talks with TVBOO. Welcome this week's episode of the podcast. Hope you're all having a great week, and I appreciate y'all being here, man. Sorry I haven't done an episode the last few weeks. I'd only been home like 2 days at a time for like the last 3 weeks, so man, just didn't have the time to do it. Just felt kind of stretched thin, but I'm back home and I'm having fun, man. Before I get into this week's guest, I just want to say this Saturday, I will be in Brooklyn, New York at the Brooklyn Monarch. I'll be headlining, and I am bringing my good friend Heritage as support, and holy shit, I cannot wait for this show, man. Brooklyn's always so much fun, and if you're in the area, come on out. And also, before I introduce this guest, Stuff Me Volume 5 is out now. It's my favorite Stuff Me, man. I know I say it every year, but I think my favorite Stuff Me's are Stuff Me Volume 5 and 2. I don't know why I love 2 so much, but man, this one's fucking awesome. Feedback on it's been great. Thank you to everybody who's listened to it. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. It's out now on my SoundCloud. But my guest this week is a fucking incredible producer, man. Been really, staying true to the culture. This episode was awesome. He gave me a damn history lesson on the history of where all different types of genres came from. You could tell this guy's very passionate about the culture and the history behind it. And I think this was the first guest I've ever had on the show that brought notes of things he wanted to talk about. So it gets pretty deep at times, but it's also a lot of fun, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, MYTHM.
Doing good. Beautiful day here in Denver.
Yeah. You're out here. You're Canadian, right?
Canadian, born and raised, Vancouver, Canada, British Columbia.
What's that like, dude? Like, how do you feel on the inside?
Vancouver is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Like, I will hands down say that. You got the ocean, you got the mountains, you got Whistler an hour away. It's like probably one of the best ski resorts in the world. The culture there, it's like a melting pot, man. There's so many amazing cultures there. The food, unreal. The music scene is unbelievably good because you have Shambhala and Bass Coast. Shambhala is 9 hours away.
I was about to say, that's pretty far away.
Yeah, so it's 9 hours away on Nelson. It's like a 9-hour drive from Vancouver. Or you can fly or go to Spokane and then drive like 3 hours and you get to Shams. It's like called Salmo. Shout out the Shams gang. And then you have Bass Coast, who's run by the librarian, and that's in Merritt, which is 2 hours away from Van. So you take both of those insanely important festivals to the scene, and then you have this really amazing culture surrounding dance music in Vancouver. You got the Red Room. Shout out Blake, my manager, who runs the Red Room Digital Motion. You've played there.
Mm-hmm.
PK Sound. It's dope. But yeah, man, Vancouver. Yeah, the Canucks. Shout out the Canucks.
Sounds like a racial slur.
No.
I like it.
I think it's like, okay, so I actually was like talking about this the other day. I think it's like Johnny Canuck or something, the Vancouver Canucks. I don't know if it has to do with like a whale, but it's like a native. It's native. Yeah.
Canucks. What the hell is it?
I think it's either has to do, I'm not 100%
Kyle, you want to look
sure.
this up?
Yeah. I'm on it.
I think it has something to do with either Johnny Canuck or a whale or something. But I played hockey almost my entire life.
Ooh. Dude, hockey's badass.
Dude, I was assistant captain. I was a beast.
Dude, okay.
Yeah. Before music, my whole life was sports.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
See, I got into hockey once I moved here.
Yeah.
We don't have a fucking hockey team in Mississippi or Louisiana.
Yeah.
So, like, we didn't have no hockey. But hockey's pretty fucking metal.
So, it's like I played hockey and soccer. Like, my background's Italian, so my entire family, we all played soccer. my dad was my coach, my mom was my manager. Like it was just like go, go, go all the time in my family with my 2 brothers and me. I have 2 older brothers. We all played sports. It was like a hectic but really dope environment to grow up in. But okay, wait, I was losing my train of thought already. Going back to the Canucks, I'm probably gonna do that a lot because
That's fun, dude.
So I have Canuck is used in Canada as like just to mention another Canadian, sometimes derogatory when a U.S. citizen uses it. But the team Vancouver Canucks gets their moniker as a nod to wartime comic book character Johnny Canuck.
Boom.
Okay, so it's
right.
kind of like whenever you call like somebody from Pittsburgh like a Yinzer.
Don't know what that means.
You know, I don't know what it means either. Look up Yinzer, like the Pittsburgh.
They used to be called the Vancouver Millionaires before, and then I think like the stadium burnt down or something, and then Vancouver Canucks came about. But real quick, talking about hockey. So I've been watching the Canucks like my whole life.
It's a great name too. Super awesome mascot name.
Yeah. So they're doing the best they've ever done in franchise history to start their season. And we're like, okay, the season started in beginning of October, beginning of December. They're like 16-8 right now. They're 4th in the league, which is like really good because since 2011, they've sucked ass and they've just kind of been on this rebuild. In 2011, they almost won the Stanley Cup. They went to the Stanley Cup Finals against the Boston Bruins. Fuck the Bruins.
Let me ask you this, dude, because I think about this all the time. Would you rather go to a Super Bowl and lose, or rather not go to the Super Bowl at all? It's deep, dude.
That is deep.
It's deep.
I don't know. I feel like this Super Bowl is just like that's the
Yeah. You gave it your all.
You give it your all. You
gave it your
go.
all.
It's the hype. It's the energy. Like that's the tournament of all tournaments.
Yeah, dude.
You know.
It's funny that they call themselves world champs
Yeah.
whenever they win the Super Bowl. It's just like the NFL's in America.
Yeah. And then we have CFL.
Yeah, I know. Johnny
Which
Manziel
is,
went and played up there for a bit, I think.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know too much about football.
We don't have to get into it then.
But my thing, like I was saying, was hockey and soccer. So the Canucks are doing really good. I've been following them. So yeah, shout out the Canucks.
Dude, did you try to like?
Hockey.
I know you said you were like assistant captain or something like that. Were you like? Did you do it in college? Were you trying to make it to the NHL?
No. Like I started playing hockey. I don't even know. In like grade 4, and I would go to. It's called Stick and Puck, where you go every Friday, and the rec center or the rink was like close to my house.
Stick and Puck sounds like a gay bar. It does. It's a great name for a gay bar. That's actually a great
sports bar.
Yes, dude. That's an amazing name for a gay sports bar. If anybody out there is thinking about opening up a gay sports bar, that is gold.
You heard it here first.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, no. So I would go to Stick and Puck, and I fucking didn't even know to skate, and I was like hella young, and all my friends were playing in elementary school. Like I was young, and I would just go every Friday, and I would get better and better and better, and then I joined a league, and then better and better and better, and then I became assistant captain in like I can't even remember. That was like in high school and stuff. But I played. It was just like a house league. That's what it's called, house. Then there's rep. Then there's like AAA, and then it gets super intense. You have to wear suits to the game, and you're just kind of like, am I really going to make it in the NHL? And all this stress on me to just like, you're going to school. I don't know. It's just like a lot. Sports can be a lot sometimes.
Dude, yeah, it's fucking so I think
takes
about
over
it,
your life.
Yeah, I think about it all the time for like college. Like, so I'm big on football, right?
Yeah.
I went to go see LSU at MSU in Mississippi this year. And Mississippi State's quarterback was playing like shit. The dude's like 19, something like that. The shit that everyone in the stands were saying about this guy, and even I was like, this guy fucking sucks. But then I had the thought, I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking 19 years old, 20 years old, something like that, young, just trying his hardest. And there's 80,000 people in here that want him dead.
And then the internet.
Yeah.
And then it's just like,
God damn, the internet too.
Oh my God.
I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about what I was hearing around me. But yeah, the internet.
videos, everything, Twitter, X, whatever that fucking app is called.
It's X now, dude.
X.
I'm gonna treat it like an X and just
your
ignore
X.
and ignore it, dude.
Yeah, man. Like, you think of it like this. Let's say, look at soccer or
All right.
football or whatever. I call it soccer. People call it football. American, or just no, I'm getting confused now. Soccer. Okay. Messi, Ronaldo, those guys. They get scouted when they're literally like 6 or 7 years old. Like, I just watched the Beckham documentary.
Odell Beckham Jr.
No.
Oh,
David Beckham.
oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. And like, he got scouted by Manchester United when he was like, I don't know, like fucking 12.
Damn, that's kind of weird because you're just grooming this kid to fucking be a pro. If you think about it like that.
But the thing is, they know, like the scouts know, they're like, that kid's gonna be a professional. He has it. Like, they just know, and it's crazy.
They just have a good eye for kids.
Well,
It's a weird skill to have. It's a weird skill to have.
talent, let's just say. So he gets, they get scouted at such a young age, but it's like they don't finish school or whatever. And it's like, what if you get an injury and you're fucked and you're like, well, my career with sports is over. I don't have an education. And I'm like, there's so much like pressure. It's just crazy to think about how that would work.
Yeah, now I'm just a CTE fucking
You're just like,
animal.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm just in the fucking, I'm trying to sell insurance and yelling at people.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tackling the competition. It's a great slogan. If Von Miller stopped playing football, it just started a real estate company, we'll tackle the competition.
Tackle him.
Stupid.
But yeah, sports, that was a big part of my life before music.
When did music really start being a big part of your life?
Great. Okay, I started DJing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you like my backstory to all this because
And
I
I want to
feel
hear
like
your front story after too. We'll keep it fun.
Okay, so in grade 9, I met this kid, Riccardo Rocca. We were both Italian, and we both fell in love with the Bloody Beetroots. Do you guys remember the Bloody Beetroots?
No,
It's like Warp 1.9, Steve Aoki featuring the Bloody Beetroots. 1, 2, whoop, whoop.
yeah.
Bloody Beetroots.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
they were brothers, and they were Italian. And me and Ricardo, what the fuck is that kid up to nowadays? I haven't talked to the guy.
It's a very
in so
Italian
long.
name too.
Riccardo Rocca, and I'm Michael Miele. Boom. It's pretty Italian.
Pretty Italian. I mean, you don't look. I was like, you don't look Italian, but then you got a nose ring and then like rings. So like,
I don't look Italian.
you look,
No,
I was
some
gonna say,
people
I
like-
thought you didn't, but then you're wearing a beanie and during the day, you got a fucking.
My hair's kind of growing out, so I just didn't really know. I was gonna, should I wear a hat? Should I wear no hat, have my hair show, and be fucking around with my hair?
Well, I'm stereotyping you, but if someone was like $5, what does that go? I'd probably go Italian.
My last name means honey in Italian.
That's fun.
Miele, but no one knows how to say it. They're like meal, Michael Meal to the at the airport thing. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, can you blame them, dude? It's honestly your ancestors' fault for giving you a fucking very complicated last name.
It's not complicated. Why is that complicated? I don't know. I think my like relatives were like beekeepers or something. My dad says that. I don't know. My dad's from Napoli.
Makes sense with honey.
Shout out Peter.
I made up this whole.
Pietro.
I made up this whole story in school. We had to write a story about where we got our last name, and I just made up the story.
What'd you say?
Because my last name's Draper.
Draper.
And I said we made drapes for the kings and queens.
Oh my god.
Back in
People were like, yeah.
back in
Wow.
but then we became pirates. We became pirates, and one of the pirates fell in love, and then came to the new land. But we didn't make drapes for common folk. It was for royalty.
Damn.
And I made the whole story up, and I got 100 on that.
Boom.
She was like, "That's an
Make
amazing
it
history."
till you make it.
Yeah.
Baby.
I lied. And it was a good story.
Hell
But
yeah.
I don't even know. I'll stick to that story still. We made drapes. Makes sense.
Drape it up.
Yep.
Okay.
Date drape.
Oh my God. Pause. Okay. So Bloody Beetroots, me and Ricardo started DJing. I remember my first DJ controller was a Newmark mix track. Literally, like, I don't even know. It was like $100, $200. And I had like a laptop or something. And then I downloaded Tractor. Then I was doing that. We were DJing like little house parties and stuff. And then I kind of just kept doing it. And then I played Center of Gravity in 2016, which is a festival in Kelowna, like a couple hours away from Vancouver. And it was a really big festival. I remember the people headlining that year were like, it was like Skrillex. That's really all I can remember. Is just
That's
Skrillex
it.
was headlining. But I closed the beach stage after or before no, I didn't close. I played right before Destructo.
Oh, nice.
And I was playing, like, this is before I was introduced to any type of bass music. I was playing like bass house. I was doing like playing like Joyride and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like trap and all that stuff.
At that time, that stuff was popping.
Yeah,
though.
it was popping.
Probably went off.
Oh my God, I remember hearing Zomboy Like a Bitch like 30 times that festival. That was like the biggest tune back then. Yeah, that was like a huge turning point for me that made me feel like, okay, this is really dope and I'm really inspired by it. And I kind of just kept going with it. And I was under this older alias. No, it's like an Easter egg. I have like a lot of Easter eggs about me and my music shit. So I used to be called Pneumatic.
It's a good name.
It was a name I made up. And it was just when I was DJing. I started it, I don't even know, in grade like 11. And yeah, I started producing it was like when I turned, it was like 2017 or 2018. I remember it was when I like turned like 20 or 19. I can't really remember. It all feels like such a blur. But I started making beats, and I remember the first DAW I opened was my brother's. He gave me his like serial number for Reason, and Reason is a very fucking confusing looking software, especially if you're literally opening it up for the first time. And then shortly I started using Ableton. But no, so that was in 2016 with Center of Gravity. And then I kind of was just like, okay, if I'm going to actually do this, I need to like produce, you know? So then I started producing a little bit, and then everything changed when I went to Shambhala on Bass Coast in 2017. Like I was talking about those festivals before, and now it's all, those festivals kind of birthed everything for me, because I went and I was so new to all this bass music. Like I literally had no idea who any of the artists were. I was going at the time with my homies from Vancouver that were that played at the Red Room at Digital Motion. Shout out D-Boy, G-Mang, Kevin, Trotty, all those guys, Madison, all those guys. They brought me, and they kind of were just like, this shit's going to change your life. And then I went and I saw just like all this shit I'd never seen before. I was so inspired. Like I was saying, I was like playing like house music and shit before. And then I came home and I started like, cause I saw like Thelum and Craze and like Alex Perez, Greasus. Like at the time, Halftime was like huge. It was called like Future Beats. That's what like Ivy Lab coined it, because they were like those guys, Ivy Lab, like 2020 London Volume 1. That was like my introduction to Halftime bass music. And it was like a compilation of just really dope halftime tunes from a bunch of sick artists. It was like Ivy Lab, Shield, Craze, Mr. Frankie. It was just like really dope. And that inspired me. And then I started making halftime. And then I got into other stuff. And then I did the 140 thing. But before things kind of happened for me, I started MYTHM. I was like, okay, so in 2017 when I went to Base Coast, I met my homie. His name's Patrick Trottier. And I met him at Base Coast, and he was Strange Thing, and I was Pneumatic. And we became really close. He lived on Victoria, Vancouver Island. And I went over to Victoria to play a show as Thelum as Pneumatic. So this was before MYTHM. And then we wrote a bunch of shit as our solo aliases, Pneumatic and Strange Thing, for Sound Museum, which was Saturate Records' side label. It's like their sister label. And we just like clicked. And then we decided, let's start a new alias called MYTHM. And not a lot of people know this. This is kind of like an Easter egg. MYTHM started as a duo. So
did TVBOO.
Did? Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I actually hear that from a lot of artists.
Yeah.
I know like Distinct Motive started as a duo. Yeah. I can't remember who told me that they did a duo. I can't remember. Anyways, so we started MYTHM January 1st, 2019. We left our solo old projects behind. And I came up with the name. I literally just took the word, like everyone's was like, what does MYTHM mean? What does it mean? What is it? And I was just like, it's a made up word. I literally just took the word myth and added an M to it. It's just no, and like some people don't know how to say it. They're like, MYTHM.
That's fine, dude. At least they don't call you TVBOO.
Yeah. But so we started January 1st, 2019. The project's almost 4 years old. And I kind of went with it with a marketing plan of like, cause I was going to school at that time. I'll get into that later, but like, I kind of understand like marketing and how, you know, you have to have like that game plan. So I kind of came up with like a marketing plan. We decided to have 5 tracks ready before we launched the project. We launched a track a month, and we gained some really good traction at first. And a lot of people thought we were like a secret project. Like no one knew, like, who the fuck are these guys? Actually, I remember our first track, Reload, Subtronics, Chi, Peekaboo. It got like really good support right off the track.
Yeah.
It was really dope. And then as we started playing shows, our first festival as MYTHM was Emissions. We submitted a mix competition.
Emissions Fest in Belton, California.
Belton, yeah.
Yeah, super awesome music festival.
We submitted a mix competition. We fucking won it. I literally remember this so clearly. Me and Pat I think we were like on Zoom together working on music. And because that's how we worked on music. Like you make collabs on Zoom.
I've done it twice.
It's actually so sick.
Both times were this year. It's not that sick, but it's okay.
I think it's sick that you can control each other's screens.
Yes.
And if you use Listen To, which is...
Mm-hmm. I know about it, yeah.
So, like, actually is all direct. Anyways, I remember me and Pat were on Zoom or something, or on a phone call, and we got the email, and they were like, you won the mix competition. They gave us a 9:30 Friday night slot at Emissions, and it was fucking nuts. It was so sick. We had a bunch of unreleased music. It was really dope. So MYTHM started as a duo, started January 1st, 2019. And then a year into the project, Pat, so I was like 23 I was like young, and Pat was older. Pat was like 28. And long story short, he started a family, and he was like, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna start a family. Like, things are changing for me, and that's what happened. So MYTHM became a solo project. January 2020, COVID hits. It was the weirdest. It was literally like the weirdest fucking time because Pat leaves the project. And mind you, Pat was like producing for years. Like he was teaching me, right? Like he was the I wouldn't say the brains because we were definitely collaborating on ideas, but he was taking
He was the lead, yeah.
Yeah. And he totally taught me basically everything I knew at that time, and then I ran with it and learned my own shit. But Pat leaves MYTHM. MYTHM becomes a solo project. COVID hits. And we had some good momentum. And I was like, okay, it's time to sink or swim, Mikey. You either say the project's over, we had a year run or whatever, and I'm going to do my own thing and start a new alias. But I was like, no, let's keep MYTHM, you know? And I kind of just grinded my absolute ass off because I remember I put out my first tune as a solo artist. It was on a Spicy Boys compilation called Killa. I listened to that track and I'm like, holy shit, I've grown in only, you know, a couple years. And it's crazy. When I think about all that time, it's just a really interesting time in my life. Like, I was going to school, I was serving part-time, I was doing, you know, MYTHM as a duo, and then all this shit happens with COVID and everything stops. So, and COVID in Canada was like fucked.
Oh, yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I remember I went to my serving job. I literally remember this so well. I was working on the patio, working a day shift. I worked at this place called Beach House in West Van, where I live in Vancouver. It's like fine dining seafood. Dude, I was a good fucking server. I made bank. I would like slick back my hair. I feel like...
Oh, dude, if you had your hair slicked back, you would definitely look Italian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like it was just such a trippy time. But, okay, so I went to serve. I got off work. I go to the bar. On the TV, the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, every fucking sports thing, we are done.
Oh, dude, whenever they canceled the XFL, that's when I knew shit was over.
So
I was, dude, when the XFL canceled, dude, the depression hit.
It was really fucked. So basically, work stopped, school stopped for a bit, but then I went to online, and then. Jesus. I was at home. And so I was like, okay. And I was making money from the government. In Canada, we received like $2,000 a month.
Yeah, we were getting, I think, 600 a week, weren't we, Kyle? For unemployment during COVID?
I think it was different per state. But yeah, it was like
in Louisiana,
600.
Yeah, in Louisiana, we were getting 600 a week.
Yeah.
Canada was wild with that shit, dude. They were like freezing truck drivers' bank accounts for not getting the vaccine.
It was like some dystopian shit.
Yeah.
It was weird. There was like, oh man, I'll get in all this.
And now they look back on that like, damn, we were fucking idiots.
Yeah. I could talk fucking all day about shit like that. But okay, so what happened was everything stopped for me, and I was like at home, and I was just making beats. Making as much stuff as I could, being the new solo artist. I just was sending my music to like literally like all my homies. I started collaborating with a lot of people. I became friends with like good friends with producers like, you know, Colt Cuts. Shout out Colton. He's now a fucking dad. Dude, it's crazy. Colt Cuts, Abstract Sonnets, Tyler. They're on DDD, make amazing dubstep, amazing people, amazing everything. We all live in Canada. You know, shout out all the Canadian, I just want to say shout out all the Canadian talent, you know. Cold Cuts, Abstract Sonnets, my boy Raz, Substance, Torcha, Kiva, Distinct Motive,
Isn't Zed's Dead Canadian?
Toronto.
Bro, and they come to America here in Denver for 4th of July.
Dude.
And I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking...
Canadians don't fuck... Excision's Canadian.
Yeah.
Rez is Canadian.
But I'm just like, you motherfuckers going to come here and make money off of our holiday.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
But I enjoy it. I've gone the last 2 years. It's a good time. I'm talking shit, but it's a good time.
It's really... Shout out Deadbeats, because it's really dope to be... And shout out Hypnovision, Rez's label that I just signed with. It's really dope to be growing with homegrown labels.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
It's all Canadian.
I'm talking shit. I'm on a Swedish person's label.
Where was I going? Anyway, yeah, I became homies with all these guys, and during COVID, it was weird times, and we would like be on video all the time and shit. And then things kind of just started happening naturally because I feel like during COVID, everyone shifted to online, right? It was like Twitch streams, Discord, whatever. And
oh, dude, I was fucking telling the news on Twitch.
yeah,
I was doing magic shows. Dude. What else did I do? I did a magic show. I told the fucking news. Shit.
It was weird. Like, COVID was such a double-edged sword for me, and you know, I straight up remember, this is so trippy. I straight up remember writing a Facebook status when COVID hit. Like, I could fucking pull it up right now. And it was like, you can look at COVID as two ways. It was like, you can look at COVID as like, it's the end of the world or whatever, like shit's really fucked up. Or you can look at it as an opportunity to like work on a new craft or work on your craft you're currently working on. Or, you know, just like try to put a positive spin on such dark times. And that's why it was such a double-edged sword for me, because it was just really weird in Vancouver, weird on the mental health. I'll get into all that in a bit. But it kind of birthed MYTHM. Like, I don't know if I would be where I am without... Dude, I don't drink beer often. It fucking makes me burp.
Welcome to America, baby.
It gave me an opportunity to just like focus and keep my head down, and I just grinded my ass off, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking do this.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely I started releasing more music and just building a fan base, and I think that's something I take pride in. I'm stoked about, and I'll always be stoked about, is like I feel really connected to my fan base, and I always have and I always will, and I respond to everyone. I just try to like really make it a community, because at the end of the day, literally all I want to do is just like do dope shit with my friends, bring people together, and just like I feel like EDM music, just like music in general, is just like, it's such an escape for people, but it's like, it's kind of like for the people that never really felt like they fit in fully with anything or something. It's kind of like those misfits.
Yeah, dorks.
But it's like,
we're all a bunch of dorks.
It's like, I did sports, and I was like, hey, this isn't going to be a life thing. It was fucking sick in the moment, you know. I was exercising, I was healthy, it was a good time.
Dude, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I made like my best friends through sports, and I don't know if I already said this, but I feel like sports really shaped who I am and shaped how I am with music. I'm disciplined as fuck.
Yeah, and it teaches you teamwork, teaches you compromise, leadership, fucking grit, failure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Failure.
All that shit.
A big one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sports it was just like a really big, it was an important part to my life and my foundation of where I'm at right now. And it's just trippy to look back at everything and see how fast everything has happened. And just like how I was just like, I'm going to do this, and I just did it. And it's just manifestation is fucking real.
It is, man. Write it down. Say it out loud.
Vision board. I had a vision board. I literally have a whiteboard in my room. Yeah, straight up. There you go.
Yeah, one right there.
I have a vision board.
Don't look at it. It says, don't masturbate.
So I have a whiteboard and I have a vision board. A vision board was like, it was like what is it? The shit that you put pins in. And it's like...
Oh, like cork?
Cork board. I was going to say like chalkboard or something.
Cork board?
Yeah, cork.
Cork.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking like interrogation tactic in war. I don't know.
I'm going to cork board you.
Yeah, dude. Now I'm hard when you say it like that.
We need to cork board this boy.
Oh, not boy. But when he says he's going to cork board me, I'm like, say when.
So I had my vision board, my cork board, and I would just write down like, I'm going to get on DDD. I'm going to have my tour. I'm going to do this. I'm going to collab with this person. All that happened quicker than I fucking thought. But I worked hard and I kept my head down, and I've always had the mentality to just like stay in your lane, keep your head down, and ignore the noise, because the noise, it's deafening, man.
Oh, dude, the noise will kill you if you listen.
Yeah. And it's just trippy. It's trippy to see how my life has changed so fast, and I'm so grateful, and I've met so many amazing fucking people through this shit. And what I was getting, I feel like I'm always like, dude, I don't know if I have ADD, but I feel like sometimes I do, and I'm just like train of thought, especially with this podcast. I have like shit written down, and I'm like, what do I want to talk about? Because I want to talk about important stuff on this thing. So this is my first podcast, and I feel like no one's really ever heard me talk. Like I don't even really talk on the mic that much. Like, and I'm yeah, I don't know. I just want to use this as opportunity to just like show people like, yo, this is me. What up?
Yeah, dude.
But fucking
I was diagnosed with ADD in my adult life, and that shit helped me a lot. So definitely get it checked out, because people don't realize how annoying that shit can be.
Dude, I've been medicated since the 5th grade.
Well, they told me when I was a kid I needed it, but my parents were like, no.
You need medication. You need fucking mental health. You need everything.
I have a bunch of shit I'm going to talk about in a sec here with like mental health and stuff, because that's what a lot of stuff I wanted to touch up on. But I was going to say something. Oh yeah, the misfits, the mentality that like, I knew I wasn't gonna do shit with sports. School was never, I was good at school and I liked school, but I was never like, I want to do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So I feel like what I try to do with MYTHM and my fan base and the community that I have is that I just want everyone to just be like, this is a place, this is a, go to a show MYTHM's playing. You can just like be yourself. You can just like, there's no judgment. There's nothing like, there's all this discourse right now about, is it okay to dance and not dance and shit?
I saw you getting into it with some folks.
So I wasn't getting into it, but people were like, here's the whole thing is it's like, if you don't want to dance, that's cool. But just like, if you're in the crowd and we're DJing and we look and we see the crowd and they're not dancing or whatever,
I'll kill myself.
You get in your head and you feel disconnected with the crowd. And I always say on Twitter, it's a conversation. It's a conversation between you and the crowd. I'm going to get into all this shit in a bit. I have shit out, like I said, written down about like rewinds, all shit. Cause I literally wrote an essay on sound system culture in university.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me pause you. Do they all have bald heads? Sound system culture people. Are they bald?
No.
Were you working on the podcast when we did that, Kyle?
Bro,
no, I don't think so.
Oh my God, that was Jeremy was working on the podcast. It was, dude, Buku has a theory. All sound system culture people, they have bald heads. They have no hair.
No. Sound system culture started in Kingston, Jamaica.
They have hair over there.
They have a lot of hair.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll go back to that in a sec.
But here. All right, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. So, what I was saying is, I just want people with MYTHM and everything. I just want it's like we're all just kind of like misfits, and we're all just like finding our way. And it's just a way to connect with each other, and music is a universal language, and it's just so important. It's literally like my entire life. Like every single day, all I really think about is music. And sometimes I'm like, do I need like I said, sports was my escape before, and now music is. But I've still like I keep on a regimented cycle of working out. You know, being on the road, I try to work out as much as I can. I try to eat healthy. I don't really party. I just try to like make sure that I keep myself in check, you know? But yeah, that's kind of like, okay, segment 1 of what I wanted to talk about. It was like where I started from, and I probably missed out a bunch of shit, but like, yeah, that was like kind of how MYTHM started through COVID after becoming a solo artist, and just like keeping my head down, staying focused, and just doing the thing.
I had fun during COVID, dude. I got fucking drunk. I was just fucking wasted.
Bro, you hear those burps?
Yeah, dude.
I don't drink beer often.
I know you said it, dude. Welcome to America. But, dude, yeah, I would just fucking drink whiskey and play Call of Duty with the fellas.
Oh.
Fucking play.
Okay, wait. No, you carry on.
Nah, just that's all we did, dude. I would fucking play Call of Duty in my boxers.
So, gaming. I used to be a huge fucking gamer. I forgot to talk about that. It was like, I didn't do music when I was gaming because I was like way younger. But dude, like I remember Halo 2 LAN parties, and I was fucking good. I played game battles for Halo 3. Like I'm a sweat at Halo 3. I'm a sweat at Halo.
You're
general.
a sweat?
Do you know what sweat means, Mitch?
I know what sweat is.
It's just like I try hard.
I ain't never heard nobody use it in that context.
That's like gaming terms. You're like,
Just like
you're a sweat. You want it? Oh, I'm in a sweaty lobby. These kids are fucking trying too hard, and I'm just trying to chill and like.
You're a sweat, dude. That's fun.
Yeah, it's just like a guy who's so hardcore into gaming that they sweat just about as much as an athlete would doing physical activity.
Oh, dude, I fucking sweat reading.
Dude.
Am I sweat when I read?
No, I love gaming, and I've always loved gaming. And I literally remember like watching my brothers play like Zelda Ocarina of Time on Nintendo 64.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the shit.
I still have our original N64.
I got it too.
With Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, GoldenEye. We still have our original at my house in Vancouver. We still have our original Sega Genesis with the original Mortal Kombat. Dude, Mortal Kombat, fucking love that game.
Dude, Mortal Kombat, and they're still rocking.
Oh, yeah.
They're still rocking.
They're now back to like...
They're rebooting.
They went to back to 1.
Yeah, their new movie sucked.
Ass.
The story was bad.
I feel like whenever they try to take video games and do it in a movie or whatever, it's like Halo, they try to do it.
The Halo show wasn't that bad.
I don't know if I actually fully saw, but... Did I watch the Halo show? I can't remember. The Mortal Kombat movie is pretty bad.
I'll tell you what I saw last night. That was fucking kick-ass. Godzilla -1.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God, dude. So, like, I didn't know this. So they have, like, the MonsterVerse. There's over, like, 50 movies of Godzilla. But, like, so there's 2 different, like, people doing it. There's Warner Brothers here in America, and then there's the Soho in Japan. And Godzilla -1's the Japanese version. It's basically like a reboot of their whole franchise.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. Fucking best movie I've seen all year.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Fucking cried in a Godzilla movie.
Hell yeah.
How amazing is that?
I haven't seen a movie in theaters in so long.
Dude,
I want to see Oppenheimer. I still haven't seen Oppenheimer. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Isn't it like 3 hours long?
Oh, yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah,
dude, I watch...
movies are like so long now.
Me and my girl were going to the movies like once a week for a while.
Nice.
And we went this week. It was the first time in a while. But, like, dude, I got a bunch of movies. I've seen I'll tell you this, bro. I've seen a lot of fucking terrible movies. Yeah. It's wild what they're signing off on and paying
my brother
millions
works
of dollars.
In the film industry in Vancouver.
Ask him why they made Megalodon 2. I didn't see the movie.
I feel like they're fucking running out of movie ideas.
Dude, but like, all right, we're going to get Jason Statham, and he's going to fight a shark.
and then the shark's gonna be on fire, and it's gonna turn into a Sharknado.
Yeah, I was just about to say a tornado is going to come through.
Hold on. What we're not going to do is diss Sharknado, okay?
I've never
That
seen
is a
it, to
classic.
be honest.
Dude, that movie's dumb as hell.
It's so dumb, but if you can accept that, it's comedy.
That's true. It's
honestly,
like Cocaine Bear.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that either. But okay, honestly, here's the thing. Like, I like movies, but I can't say I'm like a fucking film buff or whatever.
I watch a movie every night, dude.
People are probably gonna get mad at me for this, but like, I don't even think I've seen like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or like any of those.
It's because you're too busy getting pussy, am I right? All the people watching those movies ain't getting no pussy.
What's your favorite movie?
Silly. Ooh, shit.
Okay, on 3. Favorite movie on 3.
First thing that comes to mind, Forrest Gump.
We didn't do on 3.
All right, I'll change it.
Okay. No, it's fine. I'll just say mine. Pulp Fiction.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
I really like dramas, like Lost in Translation. Have you seen that movie?
No.
With Scarlett Johansson and
Dude, if she's in it,
Bill
I'll
Murray?
fucking watch it. Dude, I'll
no,
let
you've
her-
never seen Lost in Translation.
Dude, I want Scarlett Johansson to fucking step on my throat, dude. I'll drink that baby's bath water. You know what I'm saying, dude? Fucking put a cigarette out on my eyeball.
Watch watch fucking Lost in Translation. It's a good movie.
Bet.
No, yeah, I can't say I'm like a film buff. Like I'm like, you know, I know music way more than I know movies. Okay, so what else did I want to talk about?
You made a list, dude.
I'm gonna check my phone.
Check it
Yeah,
twice,
'cause,
dude. Fucking
this is
Canadian
my first,
Santa Claus.
This is my first podcast, and I just wanted to come correct.
I feel like Canadian Santa Claus knocks at the door to come in and rings the doorbell. Is
Bro,
polite
he
about
just
it.
fucking shoots hockey pucks at you. Instead of coal, he just shoots hockey pucks.
That's fucking metal.
That's pretty
That makes me respect Canada a lot more.
Okay. I have a bunch of shit here, but the main one was like social media and mental health. And I feel like people talk about this, but I feel like it's not talked about enough. And like, I don't even really think I've seen podcasts. Like, I don't know. I don't watch that many podcasts, but just like, I want to
You
take,
should watch this one. It's a good one.
I will. I just want to take a moment to like talk about this. It's gotten so, it's just like this fucked up game that we actually have to play. And what's so difficult is because it's like, I don't want to be on my phone, but it's like, I feel like if I'm not in the loop, it's like I'm missing out. And it's like this loop where it's like, okay, I have to stay in the loop and be on my phone, and then it gives me anxiety and fucks with my head. And then I'm like, if I'm off it, then I'm also like, oh shit, what am I missing? And it's just like, I don't even know, man. They've just designed it. It's like you pay someone a bunch of money to get, and I'm talking about this as like an artist. If I wasn't fucking an artist, I probably wouldn't even have social media. Like straight up. I would post like pictures of food or something, dude.
Dude, I remember whenever I got on fucking Tinder for like a month and a half when I moved out here as a single man. Dude, I was like,
single man.
I was nothing but red flags, dude. Fucking my, like, it's like a picture of me fishing, picture of me hunting.
That's hardcore.
Just like, that would be my social media if I wasn't an artist. Now I'd still probably post some goofy shit, be like fishing.
Dude, I also feel like, this is a random sidetrack, but I feel like I could get like TikTok famous because I can do funny ass impersonations.
Give me any of them.
Hey there, Chris. Haven't seen the Paperboy lately.
It's pretty good. Give me another one.
It's all about the whistle.
Herbert the pervert.
Hey, sweetie. I can like hear it in my like, dude, there's people on TikTok that are literally like,
I can do Joe Biden.
Let's
Yeah.
hear it.
oh my God. I don't know. What other impersonations
smelling
can I can?
hair. I can do Hunter Biden. That's cocaine.
I think Herbert's like my best. I can do like accents and shit, but it's okay. I want to talk about shit that matters to me.
Okay, yeah.
But so okay, you pay a bunch of money for someone to get videos and photos of you, and then you have to fucking post on Instagram. It's like Russian roulette, hoping that the algorithm will be in your favor. And then if it completely flops, you're just like, damn.
You're down, dude.
And it fucks it. I hate how much, like, we're all guilty for it. If it doesn't have enough likes, you hide the likes. Everyone does.
I ain't never done that, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I'm a man.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah.
I definitely know people out there like.
I know a lot of people do it.
If
yeah.
I don't see enough likes, I'm just gonna hide the likes because I feel like it's not enough.
I'm gonna start doing that now, dude. Thanks.
You're welcome. Social media, man. It's just like, yeah, it's like they have us we're just like puppets. They have us on their fucking fingers, and it's just hard because it's like you have to do it.
Yeah, it's like Dance Monkey. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. It's like you have to do the dance.
But it's like there are artists that are fucking the next Skrillex or whatever. But they don't have any type of social media. Oh.
Bro, it's getting you.
I was holding that one in. Dude, I had like my leftover butter chicken for breakfast. Because that's what I ate last night. And then I had leftovers. Anyway.
Yeah, next Skrillex, but they don't have any social
If
stuff.
you don't have, it's just like it's like you have to be marketable. And if like you're not going to get heard if you don't have a social media presence. Like that's what's so, it's like, it becomes like it's not about the music anymore.
Oh, there's times where it feels like that for sure.
Yeah. And like there's so much I could say on that shit, but I just want to keep it more on just like relating to mental health. Because it's just like our jobs. I watched this podcast on wait, I actually took a screenshot of it. One sec. Hold, please.
Which one's that?
Okay. The ADHD doctor, I've scanned 250,000 brains, Stephen Bartlett. Okay? So, what he talks about and all this shit in the podcast is really good. And it was like, wow. Literally everything our job intakes is terrible for our mental health. Lack of sleep, shitty diet, lack of exercise, being fucking submerged in social media 24/7. Stress.
Oh, dude, I've worried about
constantly comparing yourself to other people.
I worry about this all the time. Like, dude, on Blue Collar Bass tour, I fucking did not sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't dude, I was like fucking pretty beefy right before that tour. Fucking exercising all the time, fucking having fun. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm fucking bricked up. But like it but
let's have an arm wrestling.
You wanna?
In a little bit.
All right, bet. We'll get you to have more than one beer and we'll do it.
Okay.
But
yeah, I'm nursing this shit, dude.
I'll take another one.
I got you, Kyle. But dude, yeah.
I'm gonna start fucking head gunning.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I will say this, fucking
oh, you guys got the tall boys, damn.
Yeah, tall daddies, dude. You slacking.
I heard Canadians can drink.
Honestly,
sorry. Sorry.
I mean that's true, but just I'm not a big drinker. And no, but this is gonna tie in. This is gonna tie in what we're talking about.
Wait, I wanted to finish what I was saying though, dude.
Yeah,
so like that tour, like I did not sleep at all to the point where some nights I was literally running a fever and sick because I'd only slept 2 hours in the last 2 days.
Oh yeah.
And like there's even this year's been pretty busy for me still. And like, you know, my girl, she was like, I'm worried about like you long term from this type of shit. But you know what? I wouldn't fucking change it for anything.
I know. It's just this. Also, when you're sick and you're flying, the fucking pressure. Dude, have you flown with a sinus infection?
Yes, but let me ask you one thing before you get into that. Do you get boners on planes? I don't know if it's a pressure thing. I'm not trying to be funny. Every single time I fly, I get a boner.
Dude.
Every time. And I think about it. I've talked to other guys and I'm like, holy shit, now to think of it. Yeah. And I just think about how many
guys
dudes
get like a boner every 80 minutes or something?
That's not true. That would be pretty. That's not true.
I don't know. That's probably not true.
Yeah, but I don't think I get a boner every 80 minutes.
I fucking probably heard that on Mansers.
Every flight.
Do you remember Mansers?
Every flight, I'm fucking bricked up and I have the thought, how many dudes on this plane are fucking erect?
Oh,
man.
So next time you're on a plane, think about it when you have a boner.
Well, planes are literally just fucking hotbox farts. So...
And a boner cylinder.
Disgusting. No, I remember.
I like that one too.
I remember I had a sinus infection and I straight up, when we were going down, dude, I was clenching the fucking chair so bad. I literally thought my head was going to explode because, like, when your sinuses are fucked, everything's full of fluid and your brain and everything and your face just feels like it's swelling up. And from the pressure of the plane, dude, I was so not okay. So yeah, getting sick
boners
on the road, boners, hotbox farts in the airplane. Also, like, I mean, yeah, I'm not from this country. I'm from Canada. I don't live in the United States. For the past, I mean, I've been touring now. In October, it was 2 years. I did my first tour in 2021, October 2021, Technique Tour. It's my debut tour. It's fucking crazy. And ever since then, like, honestly, if I think about it, I've literally been on the road for 2 years straight. Like, when I go home a little bit, but maybe the longest I've ever been home was like a couple weeks, and it was during the summer.
That shit's tough, man. Everyone, like, I haven't had a podcast in like 2 or 3 weeks. And like, where you been? I'm like, I've been home for like 2 days at a time.
Yeah.
Literally 2 days.
When I hit you up and we were like playing this, I was like, are you home? You're like, no. And I was like, okay, when are you home? Oh, okay. So we made it work. But it's, yeah, like, that's another thing I wanted to talk about that's hard on my mental is hard on not just my mental, but people, you know, that aren't from the country that they need to be in to make money. Like, you can't make a career playing in Canada, like, in the sense of, like, you can play like 7 cities max.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can do tour cycles every year.
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you have a lot of Australians come here.
I need to be in America because I'm playing a show almost every weekend. Like, I usually play like 3 to 4 shows a month. So normally every weekend I'm on the road. So I've been in this position for the last 2 years where I basically am like couch surfing, and it definitely runs me down and it definitely burns me out. And I'm like living in other people's lives. However, I'm so grateful that my friends allow me to like stay in the guest bedroom, stay on the couch, whatever. When I'm in LA, I stay with my homie Sean in Calabasas. When I'm in Atlanta, I stay with homies. When I'm in Denver, I stay with homies. Atlanta, Denver, and LA are kind of like my hubs where I like rotate. If I'm on like the West Coast, I'll stay in LA because I'm not going to go home. That's the thing. Like, I live in Vancouver and I still live at home with my parents and my family. Because, one, I'm not going to fucking move out in Vancouver if I'm never there and pay rent for if I'm not there. I'm literally, like, barely ever home, right?
Yeah.
So, if I'm on the West Coast, I'll stay in LA. If I come near Denver, I'll be in Denver. Like, right now, I just played in Kansas City with Truth, and then I'm here chilling, and then I go to Orlando and Philly on Friday, Saturday to play 2 shows with Caspa. And then I come back to Denver, and so it's like I'm always kind of like going back, so I, can diminish fucking travel costs and time and stress having to go back home, and it's a pain in the ass. But
also, you don't have like a home at this moment.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. So I mean, honestly, that's where I'm trying to figure out with next year, 2024, is where I want to live, and I want to live in Denver because I have a lot of good friends here, and it's easy for travel.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the country.
Everyone just kind of moves here.
It's like the base capital at the moment.
Yeah.
I say at the moment. It's fucking Denver's super sick.
Yeah.
At this moment. You know, at one point, I feel like LA was the base capital.
I was just about to say that. That was kind of like the EDM spot, but in like 2012.
Yeah, I give this place 5 more years.
Yeah.
I give it 5 more years. I hope it keeps going, but I think it's going to fucking it's gonna get too expensive for people to live.
Yeah. I mean, Red Rocks brings in.
Yeah,
Dude, Red Rocks is fucking crazy.
dude, it's nuts. But also, like, I realized the first week I lived here, there was a Red Rock show, there was a Mission Ballroom show,
yeah.
and then there was a Cervantes show, and then there was an after party. All of them were sold out.
Bro, when I did Dead Rocks, it was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There was like Red Rocks, the afters, the jamboree. It was just like the city doesn't sleep.
I don't know. I mean, dude, the Dead Rocks
I mean, that's crazy.
vibe here in Denver feels like
Everyone
just like a
brings
festival,
yeah.
like a weekend festival.
Yeah, literally.
In a city, which is pretty cool.
Shout out Deadbeats. That was fucking insane.
Yeah, capitalizing off American culture on 4th of July.
That's the American way, baby.
Yeah, that is the American way. Hey, cheers to that. I got to give it to him on that, dude.
I'll cheers you that.
Fucking.
Cheers.
But yeah, like you said, man, I mean, all those things you said in that podcast, all those things are like, oh, that's your job.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't know. How's that affecting you?
I mean, it just,
And how do you deal?
well, okay, what you were saying is like during your tour, you were like really tired and shit. And like, it's like when I'm touring and in general, like I don't really party. Like I've never been big into partying. And then I see some artists that like to let loose and I'm like, that's dope. But it's just not for me because I know if I'm gonna have to wake up, I'm gonna be fucking, it's just, it's just not, it's never really been my thing. But yeah, festivals I like to let loose, Shambhala, I like, it's Shambhala or whatever, at festivals I like to let loose. But after watching this podcast, it's just like the ADHD one with this guy. So what he does is the whole concept is like he scans people's brains and he can like tell from their past of why they have, like he's like the main, I watched his TED Talks as well. He's like the main guy that like, he said he scanned 250,000 brains or whatever. He's like the brain scan doctor guy.
Ain't nobody scanning my brain, dude. Disney's gonna fucking replicate it, put it in a movie.
But no, he's like, I can tell why this person has depression because you actually can see, like, he talks about like the imaging of their brain because he scans it and he talks about the the prefrontal cortex and all this shit and the lobes and
Medulla oblongata.
And he's like, this person's lobe is smaller and more diamond shape, and this means they've gone. It's crazy what he talks about. Like, I'll send it to you. He talks about like, if you drink apparently orange juice is super bad for your brain. He talks about like all this shit because you think about your brain, right?
I think about it every day.
But you just think about it as just like, it's just there. But he talks about how like you can change your brain. Just like you want to grow your biceps, you want to grow your legs. You just have to work on it. It's different because it's not physically going to the gym and doing a brain workout. But he talks about just how all these things can like really fuck up your brain.
Yeah, recircuit it, man. I'd never like dealt with any type of depression, like seriously, but I lived with somebody who did for a while.
Yeah.
And this is like advice to anybody who has depression. Work out. Exercise. If you're already doing that and you're still depressed, get a fucking hobby.
Get your blood flowing.
Figure out something that you're really passionate about and fucking put yourself into.
Find what you love and let it kill you.
Yes, absolutely.
That saying is so interesting to me, but yeah, go on.
Sleep.
Oh yeah.
Masturbate. Not too much, but like a good nut, dude. Like if you're feeling down, like you ever been sad and then you're like, I'm about to fucking beat my dick like it owes me money. I've done that. But
then you're really sad after.
Nope. Usually take a nap. So all of those things, if you can't beat the fuck out of your dick, flick your bean. So like anybody struggling with depression, those 5 things right there will usually help in some capacity.
Yeah. Mental health is a crazy thing, man, because I've never been diagnosed with anything, and I'm not going to be the person on this podcast to talk about like all that stuff, because I'm just talking about it because it's like from our jobs and stuff. Like, this is what I'm saying, what I was saying before with like the lack of sleep and all this stuff. It's like people don't realize, you know, it's just really taxing. And then you're like, the pressure. And then this is what else, you know, following the pressure to release music because
or to post good content.
Yeah, to post. It's just it's like, okay, this, who I was talking to my boy Rob from Milwaukee. Shout out Rob Volver, my homie.
Milwaukee's got good people.
Yeah, he's a crazy gamer, and we met through gaming, and we play Halo, and he's a fucking sweat. Rob, you're a sweat.
Rob Volver?
Rob Volver.
His initials are R Volver, Revolver?
It's like Rob Volver.
That's fucking
good
sick.
fucking catch, Kyle.
And then he's with the Grocery Boys. It's like, but it's like a.
I'm just saying that's the fucking best.
But it's not with gaming. It's like a community with like dubstep, like Sweet Tooth, and like he's just like with a community of all these dope artists.
I'm just saying the Grocery Boys is a pretty sick name for a squad.
So I was with him in Milwaukee, and we were chatting while we were walking to get dinner, and he was just a really good person to talk to, just about a bunch of stuff. And it was my first time hanging out with him, but we'd been gaming for a while. And when you game with people, it's like you kind of just like connect, you know?
Oh yeah, because you hear them say the meanest shit possible.
He's actually super calm.
Oh, that's bullshit, dude.
Which is crazy. Dude, he could go like, Rob, you should be professional at fucking gaming. But I know he like has done tons of Halo tournaments and shit. But anyways, what I was talking about is like consumerism. Think about 2016. Think about Damn by Kendrick and Skin by Flume.
Damn, came out in 2016.
I think it was 2016. Is it 2016?
Kyle will look it up for us.
But think about the shelf life of those albums. Think about how
2017.
Think about how fucking long people were talking about Damn by Kendrick. And like, I'm a big Flume fan. Dude, I remember everyone was talking about Skin by Flume. That was like a crazy moment for electronic music. Okay, 2017. 2023, both of them released new albums. Fucking no one talked about them. Consumerism and after COVID, I have like this huge fucking theory too from COVID, but consumerism is just at an all-time high, and literally our attention spans are next to fucking nothing, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, put out music. TikTok. What's next? There's no shelf life. There's no, it turns into this like, we're literally, yeah, you were saying like dancing monkeys or whatever.
Yeah.
And it puts this pressure. You're just like, I want to fucking make music, bro. I want to make music. I don't want to have to stress about posting on Instagram and doing this shit or whatever, right? It's like, I get it, that's a job. And I like Instagram because it shows off, X or Twitter is kind of like your personality. You can be more like funny on there or whatever. But then on like my Instagram, I kind of make it more like what MYTHM is. I don't know. But then it's just like everyone can kind of do it differently. But then, there's people that are really funny on Instagram and stuff. And, but I was saying is like consumerism is just at an all-time high, and it's just become this thing where it's like our attention spans are fucking next to nothing. It's like, what's next? What's next? Put out music. It barely gets noticed. What's next? What's next? Put out music. This happens. Movies. Fucking. Well, you're talking about movies. There's like movies are not. It's like you see a movie, like you watch Pulp Fiction for the first time. You're like, holy shit. They don't make movies like that anymore.
I mean, look at like what Disney and Marvel have done, like with the Marvel universe, right? Like all the shows. No, it just goes into consumerism.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, we can't put out just 4 movies a year. We have to put out 10 movies and 10 fucking shows on Disney Plus, and it's like at some point it gets too much and you can't keep up with it all. But also like like you said, the pressure to fucking keep putting shit out.
That's what it is.
That's what
pressure.
That's what I struggle with the most out of all this entire music game. The sleep, the fucking travel, I can handle. I feel like I was built for that shit.
Me too.
The fucking shit talking, that's fine. I think shit talking's fun. I think it's healthy. I think it's a lot of fun. But also, like, at the same time, the pressure from everybody to do certain things or to, like, be on top of this game, to fucking post this day, to fucking put out this many songs in this amount of time. Like, that's the shit that fucking gets my dick soft.
And then you work on a tune for God knows how long or whatever, and you put it out, and it's just like...
Dude, I've been working on this album all year.
Yeah.
All year. The last album I did, Blue Collar Bass, I worked on it for a year.
Yeah.
People were hyped about it for the length of the tour, 2.5, 3 months.
It's just,
and then you're on to the next thing.
That's what I'm saying. And it's even, it just gets me in this like angst where I'm just like, I just want it to be about the music, but I know it has to be about so much more. The marketing, the selling, you have to wear all the hats. You know, if you don't have a team or whatever, like you have to be the manager, the marketer, the producer, the everything. So it's just like being an artist in 2023 going into 2024, it's interesting times.
Yeah, and it also sucks, like you said, being an artist, because like I said, this is a job for us at this point. Like, you've been on the road for 2 years because you're here. Like, you can't go home.
I haven't worked a job in 2 years.
So I'm saying you're here to play shows, but also this is your income. This is how you're making money.
And I can't slow down.
You can't.
People are like, do you want to take a break? Bro, I can't fucking take a break.
I can't. Financially, I cannot. Because like you said, I don't have a fucking job.
And also, it's like, out of COVID, literally there was like 30 new artists that blew up.
Yeah, well, I will say COVID was a little bit of like a, leveled the playing field in a sense, right?
A lot of artists took a step back. A lot of the bigger guys. You know? And then...
It definitely worked in my favor.
Me too, and that's why I'm not complaining about it.
But what I'm saying is it sucks right now, and like in the year 2023, we're almost in 2024.
Yeah.
Right now, it's getting really hard for artists and fans because... Dude, shit's expensive right now. Shit's more expensive than it's ever fucking
Electric
been.
Forest ticket prices.
Yeah,
Everyone's
hey, Kyle,
look
up the price of an Electric Forest ticket. But also, like, shit's so hard for the fans right now. Hey, I can't afford to go to a show every weekend.
I know.
I can't. If I can go to one show a month, maybe, because cost of living has gone up. Fucking ticket prices, maybe
hasn't.
Huh?
Pay hasn't.
Ticket prices are maybe the same, but the fucking fees that go into it. Now, I will say, shout out to, was it Live Nation that announced that they're no longer taking merch cuts from artists?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking good on y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's amazing. Because bringing the most stressful part of my tour last year was fucking merch.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about that.
And I made no money on it because I had all these costs: shipping, seller, merch cuts from the venue, merch cuts from management, fucking development cost. So you're walking away making absolutely nothing when you bring it on the road. But it's just like, you know, shit's getting hard for artists because flights are an all-time high in expense, even though all the airlines are reporting fucking record-breaking.
I know.
Record-breaking profits. But they're like, fuck it, we'll still sell them because people are still going to buy them because we don't have a fucking choice.
Doing a tour during COVID, that was the best time to travel.
Oh yeah, nobody on the plane.
Nobody.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
But it was trippy because I would go home from to Vancouver and everyone would be like, masks, everything was super intense, where I'm like in Atlanta or Florida, COVID doesn't even fucking exist there. You know?
Yeah, masks are fucking stupid anyway.
Yeah,
but like, we're having fun here. But like, you know, like all these things for artists, like I said, travel costs are bigger than they've ever been, and you can't afford to go home. You have to stay in the States.
Yeah.
You have to fucking couch surf. But also, like, you don't know if that next show you have the next weekend, the fans going to it are gonna have enough money to afford going to your fucking shows. Shit's just tough in the music industry right now,
especially after the summer. You know, the summer, you're going to festivals and traveling and all this shit. After summer, Jesus.
Yeah.
People are, you know.
Well, it also sucks for like
$520 for a GA camping wristband single and $81.90 per day.
That's pretty pricey.
For Electric Forest?
Yeah.
So the
Why
total
were
would
people
be
saying it was like 800 or
600
something?
601.90 for GA.
I was on Twitter and everyone was like,
$839 for GA Camp Higher Love wristband.
holy shit.
Yeah. And
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
$839 for camp.
So
Like
they have 5 prices. The lowest price is $601.90, and then it goes to $839.19, $989.66, $989.66, and $1,077.30.
See, dude, those tickets, they have all this money and they still didn't book me. But
I do want to play Electric
I want to
Forest
play
really
it
bad.
too, man.
We'll do
but
it
like
one
what?
day, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, one day, bro. That's a given. But what I'm trying to
Inflation, man.
no, but like you were saying, like after the summer, I feel bad for these smaller festivals
Yeah.
that we're trying to survive too, because now like a Lost Lands or Electric Forest, where it's like $600 to $800 just to be there.
That's not counting anything else.
Food,
Gas,
drugs,
everything.
hookers. You know they got hookers there, dude. I'm fucking around. But dude, like all that shit. All right, so I'm gonna spend $1,000 to $2,000 for this one weekend. A great weekend. I'm not gonna take anything away from it. Yeah. Amazing weekend. Great production. Amazing lineup. The people are great. The whole experience. There's a reason that these festivals are still happening. It's because the experience people will want to pay for them. Mm-hmm. But since you paid $1,000 for that festival ticket. Shit, dude, I'm not going to go pay $30 when I get back home to see that artist come through my town on his tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like the smaller festival that happens in my town that's an hour outside of town that's $200. I can't afford it. I just did fucking Lost Lands.
Right.
Shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah, man, everything is so fucking expensive nowadays. Do you remember when like you could, I mean, we couldn't remember, but like shit used to be, I don't know, when our parents were growing up, it's like 50 cents to go see a movie.
That'd be tight.
You're like $3.
Do you remember the $5 footlongs?
Oof, man, I miss that.
Those died with Jared, dude. I'm telling you.
Subway, right?
Yeah, those
Dude,
died with Jared.
I like Subway.
I do too, bro. I fuck
Quiznos
with
is
it.
good too.
Huh?
We used to have a Quiznos, and I'd always go to the food court after school.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
I haven't had Quiznos in a long time, but I hear Subway and all that shit. It's just really bad for you. It's like there's like a bunch of sugar in the bread and the meat and the sodium.
Yeah, dude. If you're getting anything quick like that on the low, it's probably bad for you.
Yeah.
That's why hunting and fishing is fucking. People should advocate for that shit because it's like, you know where it came from, you know how it was cleaned, it's healthy. You did everything yourself. Fucking.
Just to throw it out there, I had 2 friends that decided to go to Puerto Rico this year instead of Lost Lands, and they told us that total they spent half of what they spent last year going to
Lost Lands, and they probably had just as good as the time.
Yeah, they had a great time.
Yeah. Drugs were probably cheaper.
Traveling international, cheaper than going to a show, probably a state away.
Yeah, it's crazy. Shit's crazy, man. I don't know. It's honestly like sometimes I go into like these weird like, what the fuck is the world right now? You know? You're just like, literally when 2020 hit, it was like, everything just was like, do you remember like the beginning of 2020 when it was like, the first week of January, Kobe passes away.
Man, I remember where I was.
I remember too. The Australia fires. There was like a bunch of fires and shit. Then there was like, and then COVID hit.
Yeah, dude, I was on my first co-headline tour. It's me and DMVU, Eat My Sass tour, and we're like a month in, about to hit like the like busiest month of my life. Like something felt like I've been working towards forever, and then we got to go home.
I remember with the Australia fire, Sippy was on. She was like, and then all of a sudden there was all these koala.
Yeah, I remember the koala shit.
People were all about koalas, and she was like, koalas are dicks. Like,
yeah, same with kangaroos. Kangaroos are assholes. I learned that from hydraulics. He said they're chads.
Koalas just get drunk off eucalyptus leaves or whatever. And
I had some kangaroo sausage a couple weeks ago. It wasn't that great, but I tried it. It could have been great. Wherever you're about to get to a pause, I want to pee.
We're still rolling.
Yeah, dude, we're back, y'all. Fucking, I had to piss like a motherfucker. Yeah,
we're
like
live.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, like I said, man, it just sucks all across the board for like these smaller venues trying to survive, these smaller festivals trying to survive, and then like being a smaller, like if you're a smaller artist, like it's got to suck too, because it's like, all right, if you do get that one big festival offer, they're spending so much money on the headliners. Yeah, we'll give you $500, $1,000 to come halfway across the world or country or whatever, and it's like, all right, then your rate is claused out of all that, but also like even if you live in the area, people aren't going to come see you at that point. Yeah, they spend all their fucking money there.
Yeah, festivals, they're expensive, but they're fun to play.
God, they're so much fun. They're just fun to be at, man. Yeah. And I just want to say shout out to everyone who does. Listen, festivals are awesome. They're big. Yeah. But honestly, like what's more important for like a career is someone buying tickets to your show at a venue in their town. Yeah. That's going to help their career way more than like I won't say way more than a festival, because the festivals help. But like if an artist is coming to your fucking city and it's their tour or whatever, and you're like, I'll see him at this music festival. Fuck that. Yeah. Fuck that. Go see him at that show. It's gonna help them way more than you think. Yeah. And also, it's gonna be way more fun and intimate, and they might have a whole experience for that tour. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Tours are special, man. You write like an album, and then you go fucking play that shit, and it's intimate, and I mean, just playing shows in general. Like, yeah, shout out everyone buying tickets, buying merch, just supporting the cause, because at the end of the day, we're making music, but we're doing it like, I get people that message me and they're like, dude, your music, like I put that shit when I'm in a shitty mood and I'm on my way to work, and I like play one of your tunes and it just makes me feel like a fucking badass. Or like I listen to your music at the gym or put on a MYTHM mix. I'm like, I love hearing that, you know?
I hear it every day with this podcast, man. Like, yeah, shout out all the blue collar workers out there. They'll be like, dude, I work on a truck or like in a factory or like driving to work, whatever. They're like, listen to this podcast every single morning. Yeah. It's like, makes my day. I'm like, fuck yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm glad we could do that.
Yeah, because, you know, it's almost like we forget sometimes what effect we can have on people, you know? Like, we make music and it's just like, you don't really know like what other people are going through, and your music's an escape for them, you know?
Yeah, I've had someone where like, I was at a show, it's happened a couple times, but one I can remember, it was like a more goofy set from me, way more dicks and silly songs and a whole lot of cocksucking going on. I was just like, yeah, that set fucking saved my life. I was crying. I was like, was it, what made you cry? Was it the dicks on the screen? But like at the same time, I don't know what they're going through. So it's just like people take it differently, man.
What I want people to feel when they listen to my music is how I was feeling when I was making it. You know, I want people to feel like that emotion, or like if it makes you feel badass, like that's dope, because I feel badass when I make my music. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is dope. This is gangster as shit. Yeah. I can't wait to hear this live, you know? And then like I'm thinking that in the studio, like, damn, I can't wait to hear this live. And I'm not even in the crowd, you know? And then other people hear it and they're like, holy shit. And they message me like, what was that tune? What was that tune?
Like, Freebird.
I just made this. Oh, dude, I get the wackest spam calls all the time. Or like whatever, spam. Yeah. Yeah. Stupid. That totally threw my train of thought. No, just like I make music before a show or whatever, and I'm like, yo, this is my first time playing this tune out.
I wrote this in the green room.
I literally wrote this in the green room.
I wrote this while I was on stage right now.
No, but like, you know, before Shambhala, I wrote one of my biggest tunes, and it's been it's like an unreleased tune, and tons of people have been playing it out. Shout out all the artists playing it out. And at Shambhala, I was like, yo, I like just wrote this tune. It's just fucking crazy to like for people to hear it the first time, and it's a crazy cool experience. It's intimate and all that stuff. And then, dude, in Kansas City, this fan got my MYTHM logo tattooed on her wrist. That, dude, That's crazy.
Dude, I feel bad whenever like I like sign somebody's skin and they don't tell me they're gonna get it tattooed, and like I did a really bad job, and then they're like, oh, I got this I get it like a picture the next day. I'm like, why the fuck?
I had someone do that as well.
Why didn't you tell me you're about to get this tattooed?
But they tell me, and then they're like, I have other artists do it, and I'm like, yo, that's super cool. Like, hell yeah, that is like so crazy to me. I don't have any tattoos, so
I got 2. I got BCB on my butt cheek, stands for blue collar bass. Or if you're a caveman and you read it, you're like black cock big. And then me and my old lady, dude, we got a white trash promise ring.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Look at those guns.
I don't know if the podcast has seen it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, hold it. I'm gonna zoom in.
Oh, dude, we got that white trash promise ring, dog.
Give us a flex. No flex?
Oh shit, sorry. Dude, my upper may not be as good. I've been doing legs like 2 times a week.
Hell yeah.
Trying to get I'm trying to get an ass, dude. I gotta look good in them Daisy Dukes and cowboy boots, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got that white trash promise ring. Fucking, that's fun.
Trash promise ring, I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fan, and we took pictures, and I'm hanging out with them, and it's just crazy. You're like, holy shit, I have this impact on someone's life. You know? It's a beautiful thing. So, you know, all this other shit that it can be hard, you know, moments like that make it all worth it. And we're really lucky to be doing what we're doing because so many people, you know, want to do this. And yeah, it's trippy, you know? You're like, I'm doing exactly what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. Isn't it the best? To say I'm going to do something and then go fucking do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer on that.
Dude, like, manifestation is fucking real. Where's the camera? There?
Yep.
Manifestation is fucking real. Straight up. Seeing is believing. And I know some people might think that's like, dude, it's fucking real.
Yeah. Think of anybody who's ever wanted to do anything and then did it. It's because they said they could do it and they fucking put everything into it. I don't think Kyle could be LeBron James.
I don't know. Maybe. I might be a shade too light.
Oh, Lord.
Couple shades.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a crazy life. And I feel like life's too short to not pursue something that you want to do. Like, and I'm so fucking grateful that my family has supported me through all this. And I was going to school, you know, they were never like, oh, the music thing, what are you doing about that?
Were they like, hell yeah, buddy, you're gonna go do it, guy.
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy, I think you can do that music thing, Frank.
Is that, wait, who's that?
South Park.
South Park? Why I say Ike?
Well, Ike's the brother.
He's Canadian, yeah. Makes sense. Fuck you, cat. Fuck you, cat. Dude, you did a good Cartman.
I told you my impersonations.
Yeah, I did AI Cartman at Red Rocks. I should have just fucking.
Wait, isn't there's a Casa Bonita here in Denver now?
That's the only Casa Bonita.
Yeah, it's the only.
Casa Bonita. That was kind of bad.
Dude, I fucking had to build an AI model to do Cartman at Red Rocks. And
no way.
That was fucking trippy, but.
Screw you guys, I'm going here.
But we'll get into that in a bit. But yeah.
What were we talking about?
Titties. We were talking about titties.
No, I was talking. Oh, we're talking about my fucking parents.
Oh,
and
yeah,
how
guys.
they support.
Sorry there, friend.
No, like my dad and my mom, like they're always liking my stuff and staying up to date. My dad, and it's just really cool. They've been such a big supporters through all this, and they've never been like, oh, you're still doing the music thing, or like they've always been super supportive. And my oldest brother Nick, who's 32 or 33. Oh my God. I think he's 33. Sorry, Nick. He's a big reason, like, hey, going back to all of what we talked about at the beginning with like how I got into bass music, Nick was going to Shambhala and Bass Coast like in 2010. Like he was around when dubstep like started. Like he was listening to like Excision and all that shit. Like I remember he showed me like all that shit, and he was at Shambhala and he's at Burning Man. He's showing me pictures, and
dude, I don't think I would have found bass music or dance music the same way I did if it wasn't for my brother Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like your
he had turntables.
siblings. Yeah.
He had
Nick had Tech 12s
Yeah.
and he was in a band. You were saying you were in a band. And he's a big reason of why I feel like I fell in love with music at an early age. Like at an early age, I was listening to a lot of like old school hip hop, like Mobb Deep, Mos Def, Cookin' Soul, Mortal Technique, Atmosphere, those guys, you know? I don't really listen to like, I listen to a lot of like UK grime. I don't really listen to like American rap, if that's what you call it, like the mumble rap. I've just never been into that.
Yeah.
I like the stuff that's more just like old school. And then I really like the UK grime because it's like at 140 BPM. So it kind of has that like dubstep feel, but it's just like really dope. And I love playing that stuff. But like, yeah, I grew up on like that. And then my mom was like huge into Pink Floyd and like Led Zeppelin.
Hell yeah.
She had like a Dark Side of the Moon embroidered jean jacket.
Oh,
and like they're going to watch this podcast and they're going to be like, that's so cool. Mikey's talking about us. Like,
dude, I fucking said some inappropriate things.
No, it's okay.
Talking about
it's okay.
Scarlett Johansson fucking stepping on my neck and shit.
They love comedy.
Okay, cool.
They're going to go see Jerry Seinfeld.
Nice.
When he comes to Vancouver with my middle brother, Steph, and he loves Seinfeld. So they love comedy. So you know who's my favorite comedian? Jim Jeffries.
Dude, he's my second favorite comedian.
So funny.
He's so good.
His shit on gun control, like everything he says is like, it's just, yeah. Anyway.
Dude, he had this one joke about, it's not in a special, so I'm not going to ruin it, but it was just like this girl saying, you should treat me like I'm the last woman on earth. Then he just took it and ran with it. It was the hardest I've ever laughed at a joke.
Hell yeah.
I was in the crowd, literally like curled up in the fetal position crying. Like
yeah.
I was like, that is
Jim Jeffries
fucking insane.
What does he say? He's fucking Australian, just getting lit on stage, but now he's like sober.
Yeah, that's lame.
he has his kid named Hank.
Yeah,
Hanky.
Dude, if I had a kid, I'd name it something badass too, like Pistol,
or
like Hummer. Skinner. That's a good name.
Skinner.
That's a good
That's
one.
pretty dope.
Skinnerd. Yeah, like Leonard Skinner.
No, but yeah, my parents, like I was kind of always around music. Like my parents were like weren't musicians or anything like that, but I was always surrounded around music. And then I like got into like Deadmau5, Daft Punk, Skrillex. I was big into Skrillex for a while. I remember I wanted to be on Ausla. Fucking miss Ausla, man. Ausla was sick. Yeah, but like Nick kind of showed me a lot of the underground shit. And, you know, to this day, I'm always sending him tunes for feedback. He's an amazing fucking producer. Amazing. Anyone out there, search up Ganjoid, Ganjoid. He makes super good like juke, footwork, like underground shit. Juke, footwork, halftime. He was on a label called Filth Tracks from Vancouver. Really fucking good producer. But yeah, I feel like I get my creative side from my dad. My dad is like literally, he's like my biggest hero and he's my biggest inspiration. And he's so talented and so smart. And when I have all my friends over, like my dad loves when my friends come over just to like hang out and chill when I come home and stuff. Like I just had my birthday. My birthday was November 14th. Oh wait, yeah.
On the 12th, yeah.
Yeah, Scorpio gang.
Yeah,
I messaged you. Yeah, my dad just like loves talking to my friends and my friends just love talking to my dad and he's just like, he has a graphic design degree, but dude, his art, like, let me show you. Dude, his art's crazy. So
I love that you have that with your dad, dude. He's like your hero. My dad's like my fucking mortal enemy.
I mean, honestly, I am really lucky because
I love my dad to death, but like
not everyone has that, you know? And my parents are still together.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that it's crazy.
That's nice.
Like, look at this shit. Like, he went to school for like.
That's impressive.
What? Like, look at that.
Yeah, that's super. Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. What was that, a FaceTime?
Nope.
Anyways, shout out my dad. Shout out my mom. Shout out my family. Shout out Vancouver. Shout out the Canucks.
Yeah, shout out the Canucks, dude. If anyone's gonna fucking shout out this episode, it's the damn Canucks.
They play Carolina tonight. I hope they fucking win.
I hope they lose because they're Canadian.
They have never won the Stanley Cup.
And you never will.
I honestly don't know, but they're doing really good this season.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you had notes, dude. You came prepared. You're
No.
like, I think you are the only guest.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like that though. I'm neat. I'm tidy. Like you should see my Ableton.
Dude,
fucking
you might be
project.
autistic.
Maybe. Honestly, maybe. Might be on the spectrum.
You might be, dude.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
prepare for a podcast. I dig it, though.
Well, I think it's mainly because it was stuff that I wanted to talk about that means a lot to me, and
Yeah.
like, it's an important subject.
Hey, and if it means a lot to you,
I got really sweaty hands.
do me too.
Like when I was a gamer, I would sweat because I'd get really
Dude,
sweaty.
you weren't lying.
No, yeah.
Holy
I don't know.
shit.
I don't know why. Okay, so it's weird. I get really sweaty hands and feet, and I've looked it up. It's something called like there's like different types of it's like beta, kappa, and peta or something, and it means like if you're kappa, you're really sweaty. You're like grounded to the earth. I don't know. I went on some spiritual shit and like kind of was like figuring out, because people were like, are you really anxious? Like, do you have really bad anxiety? And I'm like, no, I just sometimes my hands get really sweaty. I'm not like anxious right now. It's just weird. It's just bodies are
My
weird like
armpit
that.
sweat.
Yeah.
Like more than I feel like they should.
Yeah.
I get boners more than I think I should.
It happens. But
God's plan.
shout out Drake.
Yeah, dude. All right, that list. Sorry about that. What else you had on that thing?
Now I forgot. I don't know, bro.
You tripping.
My brain is. So I'm the first person to come with notes.
I think so.
Shout out being
Kyle, have we
organized.
had anybody else on the show that's brought notes?
We had somebody that had notes and forgot to bring them. I think
Who was that?
It was either the 808 boys or the ones who released the app. I'm blanking.
Oh, EDM Train?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
River Beats?
I've talked about,
no,
like,
River Beats. It was
River
either River
Beats.
Beats or 808
Got
guys.
you. Yeah, I think you actually might be the first artist that's gotten here early.
That's true.
They're always late.
Oh, yeah.
everybody's
They're always
late.
late. Guests are
There
always
you
late.
go.
Kyle was late.
I
I
came
was late.
prepared.
Kyle's gonna get fired.
Because this is important. Because Mitch, because this is important to me. Because no one really has. This is my first podcast, and I feel like no one, like, okay, when I started doing MYTHM, like no one knew where the fuck I was from. People thought I was from like the UK. I went to my show that I was headlining, and I always go into the crowd before and get a vibe, and when the openers and stuff are playing, and like no one knew like anything about. They're like, I think he's from Europe. Like,
Dude, you should have fucking played it off.
be fun.
Oh, you should have did an accent, Mr. Accent guy over here. You should have fucking did it. Oh yeah, mate. I think that might be Australian.
No. So, I mean, that's honestly really cool to me. How many fucking guests have you had on?
So be the 100,
Dude, I was the
159,
first person to come early and with notes.
100 and I think it's 156.
There you go.
He's about to tell me.
I'm going to give myself a round of applause.
Be 4 years of Talks with TVBOO, January the 1st, man. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Family.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. But wheel ups. We're talking about wheel ups, rewinds, pull it up selector. Do you ever wheel your tracks?
Yes.
Say it. Do you ever wheel your tracks?
Yes.
Sometimes?
Yes.
Nice.
Honestly, every song.
This would be 150.
Even before it drops, I just spin it back. Like as soon as the intro hits, I spin it back. I spin it back every song. They actually don't get to drop the entire
You
set.
play your set backwards.
Yeah, it's just in reverse. It's just the whole set is just me spinning it back.
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck is going on? I'm just con
You're
rank.
just bald.
Fucking dude, con rank when he gets drunk. Jesus Christ, I've never seen someone who spin the track back more.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
no, it's okay. Here's the thing, and I've seen a lot of chat online, and I feel like I've been like this person on Twitter that kind of like educate I want to say educate people on the like. Okay, let me read this quote.
You educate them, I piss them off.
Because I literally just talked about this the other day. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Listen to this quote. A good rewind is that rare thing in life, a product of the moment. If the timing is right, a rewind will bring excitement to the dance floor, a celebration of the music being played, an energy charged to the place and the people. Okay, so peep this. A wheel, it has to be at the right time. You can't, like I said, it has to be a conversation with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is to me. You're having a conversation with the crowd when you're on stage. You're controlling everything. If you look like you're not having a good time, the crowd can tell instantly. If you fuck up and you get in your head, the crowd can tell instantly, right? And shit happens. And I freestyle all my sets. Actually, no, I've never, like I talked about it online, but actually, yeah, I freestyle all my sets. I've never planned a set ever. I have literally 3 playlists, 140, which is all my dubstep, Selecta, which is my must plays, and other, which is all my other BPMs. I have an idea of what I want to play, but I don't use cue points. I've been DJing. I was a DJ before I was a producer. So I've always loved DJing so much, you know? So I freestyle on my sets because I feel like it's a journey to go on with the crowd. I feel like if you plan a set, which there's nothing wrong with that, it feels a bit robotic. You know exactly when and where everything's coming. It's different if it's a live set and you're playing on a keyboard or whatever, Ableton, you know. But I've always just liked freestyling. And some people don't and some people do. Anyway, so rewinds. I feel like I don't know like the origin of it, but I feel like it's a very UK thing. You look at the origins of sound system culture.
Bald heads.
Sure. Started in Kingston, Jamaica.
Not bald heads.
In Kingston, Jamaica, they had something called sound clashes. A sound clash was this is where the term DJs came from, DJs and MCs. You'd have people battling each other. It's a DJ battle. Whoever had the crazier song would win the round. That's where like dub plate and all that shit derives from. It all stems back to like Kingston, Jamaica, man. It's a beautiful thing. And like I've shared documentaries on Twitter about it, on sound system culture, on dubstep. And I encourage everyone who watches this to get educated on where it all came from, the history of it, because it's important to know.
Yeah. Like
I think it is, whether you're into it or not. I think it's just like, you know, and I wrote this essay. The essay was, I started off, I actually like posted it online because I talked about it one time. People were like, let me read it. And I feel like I fucking got a good grade and I was a good writer. Yeah, sound clash, dubplate, all of that, and then it goes to the UK, and then that's where like literally all of like jungle, drum and bass, dubstep, breaks, garage, all of that stemmed from Kingston, Jamaica. So I'm guessing.
Is it garage? I thought it was a garage this whole time.
Or garage.
Okay, I didn't know if I was wrong.
Some people say garage.
I thought it was garage.
I say gay Raj.
I don't know. I feel like I just hear a lot of people. Oh, Lord. Anyway, so I don't know where rewinds came from, but probably in that setting or probably in the sound clashes. But yeah, I think that a lot of people in like North America don't understand it and don't understand MC culture. Because you have like, they'll be like, oh, this guy's talking over the fucking set. Shut up. You know, some people say that and I see it on Reddit or something. And it's just like, it's so much more than that. It goes back to like the culture of it, and it's just like important for people to know. But anyways, so rewinds, too much of it is just like talking on the mic.
Con rank.
Talking on the mic too much, bro. I try to talk on the mic. Okay, it's all a vibe for me. Sometimes I don't talk on the mic at all. Sometimes I talk on the mic a bit. Sometimes I wheel one track. Sometimes I wheel a couple. Sometimes I don't wheel them at all. It's all about the vibe. It's all about the crowd. It's all about the crowd energy. It's a conversation. So if you play a big tune and they're fucking, whoa, that's calling for a rewind, right? That to me is like the perfect rewind. If you do it too much, then you're just like, it loses momentum. It loses momentum. So I feel like a lot of people in the States, you would never see, Excision or some huge act like that do a rewind or something.
That's a good point, man. I don't know.
And it's
bullshit, dude.
No, but I'm not saying it's like you need to do it, but I think it's just I want to talk about it because I feel like there's just this misinterpretation online of like, some people are like, it fucking ruins the track. Why are you replaying the track? It's like, it's more than that. And I'm not going to be like getting like deep and be like, it's the culture soul and the culture, but I kind of like am, because it's like a special thing. It's like a special thing. This is some brand new shit. First time ever playing it out. Huge reaction. Fucking wheel the tune. You go to infrasound. You go to all these sound system centered festivals. People are screaming at you, pull it. Like that's the shit that I love. Intimate crowds, like, dude, I will always say I would way rather play a fucking smaller show with like, 300 people or whatever, than play a show where people are just waiting for the headliner and I'm just playing and they're just like, I'd rather have like an intimate experience with
have
the crowd.
A fun night out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I have that too.
Yeah. So I'm glad you agree. So that's where I'm like, when I play those shows, those more intimate vibes, 300, 400 or whatever, compared to the bigger clubs where honestly, I'd wheel a tune fucking anywhere. If I was playing main stage, EDC, Ultra, whatever, I will wheel a tune.
Hell yeah. I like that attitude.
Because I think it's important.
Yeah.
And you know what? People wouldn't understand it because they'd be like, what the fuck is going on? I've never heard this before at a main stage Ultra set. But like, people should start doing it. It's a cool opportunity to like do it again if the moment is right. So that's what I'm saying. It has to be the right vibe. It has to be the right moment. Too much is too much. Like talking on the mic. People who talk on the mic, it's too much. And I'm like, chill. Let the music do the talking. Right?
I love that you're so passionate about it. Like, it seems like you definitely care about that culture.
Yeah, I do. Because that's where everything stemmed from. That's like why we have what we have. Dude, dubstep is like a really fucking interesting thing. They took garage breaks, so it's like like off kilter, right?
Half timed it.
They moved the snare over. So instead of boonk, boonk, or like whatever, that's me trying to do garage. They move the snare over. So kick, snare instead of kick, snare. They basically...
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on the 3 instead of 1, 2.
What dubstep happened was they took breaks, garage, and slowed it down. And it used to be called dub two-step. Because it's called dubstep, because this is where I'm going to relate back to sound system culture. Dub, reggae. It had this like reverb, like you listen to dub and reggae, like all the reverb snares and percussion, it sounds like UK sound system dubstep. So that's why dubstep, dub two-step. It used to be called dub two-step. Then it just became dubstep. And it was literally from a group of homies. It was like they were in Croydon in the UK, and Hatcha worked at Big Apple Records. Dude, I know literally fucking everything that happened. It's really interesting. This guy Hatcha worked at Big Apple Records, which was a record store, and everything was more like jungle and breaks and whatever back then. And then it was Scream, Benga, Koki, Lofa, Mala, DJ Pinch, Hatcha, Youngsta. There was like a group of 10 guys that literally made dubstep. And it was just like a thing. It was just like all the music back then was all this flashy, go get drunk, go to the clubs, get lit with your friends. Dubstep was the complete opposite. Like the drum and bass, all of it had like the crazy cool press shots. Dubstep was like the rawness of England, of Croydon. It was like black photos in dark alleys with hoodies and a hat. It was like,
sounds like an history person.
Yeah. It was just a thing. And it blew the fuck up when Marianne Hobbs, I can't remember her name, something Hobbs, she had a BBC Radio 1 show, and she brought all of them onto the show, and they basically just like, that was the mix, the airing on the radio, that literally like dubstep became this new thing. And it was, instead of this just like a bunch of homies doing it, became this thing. And then there was nights, and there was Fabric Nightclub and Printworks and all this shit in the UK. And then it became this thing, and it was being played during the drum and bass nights, and then it just took over. And then it was like Rusko and Caspa did their Fabric mix, and then that's when there was like so many. It started as like this very just like minimal, you need to hear it on like a huge sound system, like just like fucking pretty minimal wub bass shit. And then there were guys like Joker, Caspa, Rusko, Zombie. They kind of took the genre into a different direction. Into like, Joker. Do you know Joker?
Mm-hmm.
His song, like 3K Lane with Jakes. Joker had this crazy like synthy. It was called purple music at the time. That's what the genre was. It was like a genre of dubstep called purple music. It had this like Tron, like you would like be in like Tron, and everything would be just like fucking with those, the Joker synths. Like, do you know? Anyways. Then there were guys like Caspa and Rusko. Rusko did like Woo Boost, fucking one of my favorite tunes. Caspa, absolute legend. Gary, shout out Gary. He's been super supportive of the project and bringing me on a bunch of shows. We've done like a couple. I just saw him in LA for Apocalypse Fest, which was fucking crazy. Dude, I played at 4 p.m. It was packed. It was sick. Apocalypse, shout out Insomniac.
That's LA, right?
Yeah. LA, yeah. I did it 2 weekends ago. Yeah, it was really dope. First time doing it. It was like their first time doing the festival, and it was flawless. The lineup was incredible. Drum and bass, dubstep, proper. But I saw Caspa, and he played main stage, and he fucking played one of my tunes. Tons of people. It was just crazy. So shout out Gary. Anyway,
bro, you're like, like the history of this.
I do, and I hope people watch this and be like, damn, I should know it too.
I don't know the history.
Yeah.
I don't know the history.
That's
you
okay.
might be on the spectrum, and I'm like very thankful for it. No, for real, like this, I appreciate this. Like,
you're welcome.
I appreciate you taking a break from your train set to be here.
Train set?
Yes.
Oh my God. Shout out Thomas the Tank Engine. I didn't realize
dude,
what you were saying.
but
there.
it was that's no. I
Do you
actually
actually think?
no, dude. I'm fucking talking shit. I'm having fun with you,
Okay.
but I've never met somebody that knows all this shit.
You would be surprised at the amount of artists that are autistic, though.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
I don't want to say most, but a lot of artists, there's a high percentage of artists are autistic.
We've had a couple autistic people on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's such a wide range of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a superpower half the time.
Yeah.
I would say most of the time.
Most of the
honestly.
time. It's really like a fucking superpower.
I can't believe some of the abilities that the autistic people I've met have.
Well, then there's savants that are literally like human calculators and can look at a
Memorize
picture and
every
draw
detail
it.
they've ever
It's
thought.
My
like that's
sister,
like
dude. My sister might be autistic.
Savantism, though, that's like pretty. When you're like, you need like a handler sometimes.
Bro, my sis. Okay, she didn't need that, but dude, my sister, she's a fucking math whiz, dude. I remember when she was
I'm terrible at math.
calculus genius. She got called back into a calculus class in college doing her master's, and the professor thought she was cheating because she didn't do all the like 2 pages that
She
it would
was
take to
like,
work.
I'm just better. I'm better.
Literally, she
Homelander.
could do it all in her head. She was just like, give me a question right now.
Yeah.
Fucking did it, and they're like, my bad, sorry.
I'm terrible at math. I've never been good at it. Straight up, I fucking am terrible at it. I remember serving. I'd have to like use a calculator to know how much money I'm giving back.
Oh, dude, I can't count nothing.
Yeah. I'm good at talking. I've always been good at talking and like presentations in class, like ace that shit.
Same.
Serving, talking to people, ace that shit. I'm extroverted, but I'm also very introverted. And some people think I have really bad resting bitch face, but
Or
no. Yeah. But what I was saying, dubstep. Then I came over to America, and the rest is history.
I love it, dude. Thanks for that fucking history lesson.
You're welcome.
It's a great. I mean, I learned a lot right there. I knew like Caspa was like one of the fucking OGs, man. Like I knew he was one of the big reasons why I came to the United States.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of guys. I mean, Skrillex coined the name Bro Step with Scary Monsters, Nice Sprites, and then now dubstep. The thing about dubstep now is it's when you say dubstep, it just depends who you're talking to. You talk to somebody who goes to Ultra, they're gonna think Bro Step, tear out that stuff. You talk to someone in the UK, they think UK sound system dubstep or 140. You talk to so there's so many different types. There's rhythm, there's bro step, but then there's like OG. Like I've been really inspired by rhythm. I was saying this. I've been really inspired by rhythm lately, and I've been making a lot of it. But rhythm started in the UK after all the dubstep and stuff and all the new stuff coming in. A crew called Hench. Hench, chill.
yeah, he said, chill. That's awesome.
It was a label by Jake's, and there was like Jake's, Lost, shout out Lost. We've made some music together. He's an awesome guy. Anyways, they made this sound that back then people called like rhythm. And rhythm's a really interesting name. And this is why Infect, shout out Infect, said let's call it trench. Because rhythm is like a Jamaican a slang. A rhythm's like, yo, put on the rhythm. Like it means like tune, I think. So Getter back in 2012 when he was making like Head Splitter, he said we should call rhythm trench because he like made a song or was called like Trench Lord, and then it was like this like really unique sound, and he was like we should call rhythm trench, and that's why Infect is like we shouldn't call rhythm, it should be called that type of rhythm should be called trench because it's got that like very minimal, because like if you look at rhythm back then, like Jake's, Hench, it's very minimal, and then it became into like Shivers the Butcher with like Monsters and like Subfiltronic and like those guys, and then and then it just became in this own thing. But if you look back to like the OG rhythm, it's very minimal. It's like yoink 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 yoink, right? And it's like minimal, but the drum pattern is like kick, snare, and it's got like the bass line. So if you listen to actual OG rhythm, that's what it sounds like. But then if you talk to someone, they'll say Subtronics or Sudden Death is rhythm. But then I'm like, no, that's not. And then you get in this slippery slope, and I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to fucking say people are wrong. But it's just...
Tell them they're wrong, dude.
It's like this...
Ruin their day, bro.
It's like this... It's like almost like funny now what dubstep is like, because you're like, oh, you like dubstep. Well, do you like UK dubstep? Do you like tear out? Do you like rhythm? Do you like bro step? Do you like purple music? Like, it's just like, what the fuck? So when I say to people, I make like 140 inspired by UK dubstep with my own flair of like my own thing. So I don't make, I don't know. That's kind of, it's like experimental. I don't know.
You should fuck with people. Like whenever I'm on the road and I'm on like my tour laminate, like random people like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a country music singer.
When people ask me what I do, I'm like, oh, I make music. Oh, you're in a band?
Dude, I always say I'm Hank. I always say I'm Hank Williams IV. If you know anything about Hank Williams, fucking cornerstone of country music.
Yeah.
But there's Hank Williams Sr., second and third. There's not a fourth. So I always say I'm Hank Williams IV. Dude, fucking, I was on a Southwest flight, and the flight attendant, I was like, hey, I'm Hank Williams IV. She's like, you're Hank Williams IV. She's from Arkansas. Fucking sweet little gal. You gotta sing for me.
We
you
did
just
that at the exact same time.
Huh?
We did that.
Oh yeah. I was like, she's like, you gotta sing for me. You must have the most beautiful voice. I cannot believe I'm sitting here with the fucking descendant of Hank Williams.
I'll tell you what.
And I was just like, no, man, my voice a little gone. I got a show tonight too. Just
yeah. When I used to serve, everyone would be like, you look like that douchebag stepbrother from Step Brothers. Everyone thinks I look like Adam Scott. It's like my eyebrows.
You should say that's my fucking brother. You should fuck with him.
Yeah, that's the whole movie. It's based on me and my brother.
You gotta fuck with people, dude. Fucking with people's fun.
It is fun.
It is a lie a lot
You're
of times.
good at it.
It's fun, dude. It's fun. It makes life interesting.
Yeah.
If they figure out...
I can be like really shy sometimes, and I like don't talk to people, and that's why people think I probably have like resting bitch face. But I'm just like,
or,
but then like if you talk to me, I'm like a fucking open book.
Yeah. No, I will say it is nice sitting down and talking with you because, like, every time I've seen you at a show or at a festival,
hey, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah, but back to what I was saying. Well, if you actually look at music, everything relates back to people of color. Everything, all types of rock and roll, jazz, dubstep, drum and bass. Oh, it all came from people of color.
Yeah, Elvis stole it from the blacks, man. He did.
Yeah, actually, that new Elvis movie is really good. You seen it?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
It's really good.
I thought it was great. They left out the part where he was banging 15-year-olds, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Pause.
He was though, dude. Some they forget.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but yeah, I think just like, if you devote your life to something, your craft, you should know the history about it.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I've appreciated you being here and saying it.
What? I see like
I just hit my vape.
Oh.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck is it smoking?
But no, I do appreciate you coming here and giving the history lesson.
My main goal on here was to show kind of like who I am, talk about mental health stuff, and talk about kind of the foundation of what I do, and why I love it and where it came from. And yeah, I like talking. I actually wanted to go. I didn't even fucking say this to you. I wanted to be a counselor. I wanted to go into like psychology, but little did I know it takes like 12 plus years of fucking school.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Become a DJ.
So then I
Play
did
shows
the
in
next
America.
best thing.
Yeah. Came to America.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Life's trippy, and I feel like people go through so much shit, and you don't really know what everyone's going through, you know? Like, hear people be like, oh, I met this artist, and he's an asshole. And I'm like, so, like, did you talk to him? Like, what happened? They're like, oh, like, he was at a show. I'm like, well, in my head, I'm like, how can you base one interaction off someone and say they're an asshole?
How can you base one interaction on somebody? How can you base one statement? How can you base anything, X, Y, or Z, and say this person is that thing?
Yeah.
It's not, you can't, because people are multi-dimensional.
And people just like to talk.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. That was good.
Multi-dimensional?
Yes, sir. They're
Mitch doesn't really do big words, so
I feel like I've this podcast, I'm kind of like making you like.
Well, hold up.
No,
are
no,
you saying
no.
you made me use big words?
No, I'm saying, no, not like that, but like me talking to you, you're actually like, oh shit, I had no idea that existed.
Oh, dude, I love listening.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I do this podcast. I love talking to people, finding out about them, and I've learned so much doing this show. It's my favorite part about doing this show.
You're
It's
good
all
at
the
it,
fucking
man.
learning. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you.
Should I do a podcast?
If it makes you happy, I'll say that. If it makes you happy, this makes me happy. I do enjoy this. I've been doing mix downs the last 2 weeks, and I want to fucking blow my brains out. So this is fucking great.
I like talking, and I like people are like, do you get anxiety being on stage? Do you get stage fright? And I'm like, no, I fucking
Thrive.
I like being on stage, and like, I just am like, that this is my element. When I played Shambhala for the first time, 2 years ago, so I played it last year, but then I played it the year before, 2 years ago. It was my first time playing Shambhala. Being from Vancouver, playing Shambhala for the first time, it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah. Shambhala is a legendary festival.
Yeah.
I
You
played it for
played,
the
right?
first time this past year.
Yeah.
And it was a big deal for me. And I'm not even from Canada. I don't even like Canada. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's everyone is like, oh yeah, Shambhala. I'm like, no. Shambhala will change your life.
Everyone I've talked to has said it's the greatest festival
100%
in the world. And
People are like,
I get why they say it.
people are like, Electric Forest. Like, people in the States are like, Electric Forest, isn't that kind of like Shambhala? I'm like, oh, sweetie.
I will say this, man. I worked at a gay bar in Mississippi for like 2.5 years, and I lived in New Orleans for 5.5 years. I saw more dicks at Shambhala than I have in all those times, dude.
Yeah.
Down by the river.
People are very free-spirited there. They call it home.
Home.
Oh,
I saw this one guy that was hung, but fucking, yeah, dude, so many dicks by the river, which is great. Didn't bother me none, but I'm just like, that water was cold. But there was that one dude that it didn't affect him. He was just fucking swinging little down there, bro. I was like, yeah, good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'd be doing the same thing. If I was Kyle, I'd be out there.
No, but that place has birthed so many careers. Like Excision, like,
Yeah.
Do you know that like Excision's from Kelowna?
Yeah.
That's like
I love Kelowna too. It's
Him-
a really beautiful city.
him and Downlink. You know Downlink?
Mm-hmm.
They were like roommates and shit.
Isn't KJ Saka from there as well?
I think so.
Yeah.
They're all from there. So that festival was like their home. And it's birthed so many fucking careers. And like once you play that festival, everything changes.
It was sick.
Yeah, it's really crazy. But what I was saying, people call it home. And like people plan all year long for that festival. And the fucking COVID, it was the first time ever it didn't happen. 2 years in a row it didn't happen. 2020 and 2021.
Thanks, Obama.
Crazy. But what I was saying was,
That's stupid.
because I was talking about flow state, my first time playing Shams, I played 8:30 to 10 Sunday night, sunset, hour and a half.
Let's go.
That fucking set, it's all recorded it's on SoundCloud. Dude, I don't even remember parts of it. I was like blacked out because I was in my flow state. So like, it was crazy. Like when you're in your element that hard and things are just like, you're not even realizing what your brain is doing. Don't say it.
Or
yeah, I remember, dude, that shit was crazy. That was emotional.
oh yeah,
There was
man.
like fucking thousands of people.
It's a sick festival, man. Like I
Yeah.
said, I've been wanting to
You
play
played
it.
the Village.
Yes, I've been wanting to play it my
I'm
entire
trying to play
career.
the Village soon.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've been wanting to play it my entire career.
Yeah.
I've heard about it hundreds.
You meet
of
Mike
times.
Stu? He runs the amphitheater.
I think maybe. Who knows?
That's my agent.
who I have. I think I've met your agent. Maybe not there though, but
Yeah. Shout out Mike.
I think I met
Shout
him
out
at.
AAA.
I think I met him. No, I met your manager at Red Room. Never mind. But anyway,
Like,
but
yeah.
I've been wanting to play it for fucking my entire career, and
Yeah.
because I've heard just the greatest things about it. Easily one of the best times.
So crazy. And I always tell artists, I'm like, you cannot just go in and out. You have to stay and you have to fucking.
And I regret
Oh, you were in and out?
kinda. I left.
Like a day or two?
I was there for 2 days.
Okay. Oh, wait. No, I saw you
Yeah.
when we were at Boogie T's trailer with Preston eating
Oh, yeah.
burgers.
We was drinking.
Yeah.
We weren't drinking. It's a draft festival, but
That's fine. No, everyone, it's I think the whole reason it's very drug forward, but like psychedelic drugs, and they don't want glass. They don't want people tripping balls and breaking a fucking bottle and
But
having
also-
glass.
mixing drugs and alcohol
True.
is the worst thing ever. I don't do a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
I did that weekend because I knew
It shows.
they say the best drugs are there,
Yeah.
and they weren't lying, dude. Kid, I didn't sleep for those 2
Shams
days.
is insane. It's kind of like this anomaly. You can't really put your name on it, and it's so beautiful because it's there. It's not like run by Insomniac or Live Nation. It's them. It's this guy Jimmy literally owns the farm. It's a huge fucking farm. Dude, when my brother was going, it was a bush rave. Like straight up, that festival started as like a bush rave. The Village used to look like a sand cast, like a sand pit. Crazy.
That's fun.
It's crazy. No, it's changed my life for sure. That place I will always fucking go there.
Yeah, I will always play there.
Yeah. I mean,
So
yeah, that's
the
what I mean.
people booking, I'd love to come back.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
And I will always go the full time unless I have to leave. I played Soundhaven right before Shambhala and Big Dub right after, and let me fucking tell you, I'm never gonna do that again. Playing a festival before and after Shambhala, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take note to not do a festival before or after Shams unless it's like a big one. But Shambhala, like, I usually am like pretty in and out of festivals, but Shambhala is just special to me, man.
I was just in and out of there because I've never enjoyed
Dude,
Canada.
okay, shut
But
up for a
that
sec.
no, I'm serious. I'm not lying.
If we do Shams, like if you are at Shams and I'm there, dude, I will show you some beautiful shit.
Well, what I'm saying is like that changed my mind.
Vancouver's dope though.
Vancouver's okay, but what I'm doing, like what I'm trying to tell you is that like it changed my mind.
Yeah, but it's so beautiful.
I was
there.
like, damn, yeah. I will not. I'm not gonna say that Canada doesn't have some
Yeah.
beautiful places. The most beautiful place I've ever been to, I think, was in Fairmont, British Columbia.
Yeah, BC's unreal.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. It's just every time I've gone to Canada, something goes wrong. I don't know what it is.
Fair. I wouldn't live anywhere else in Canada other than Vancouver. Like
Yeah.
I've been
Well, I
to
think like
Toronto.
1/3 of your whole country lives there.
Yeah. I've been only to Toronto in and out. I've only been in Montreal when it was fucking freezing and I'm a dumbass and brought like only a hoodie.
Dude, it was negative
literally
22.
was so fucking, dude, it's kind of sad. Like my friend was telling me like homeless people freeze on the sidewalk and shit. Like they like stick. Dude, it's sad. It's so cold there. So I don't like, I used to go camping and shit with my family. That's what we did. I never like flew other places in Canada and like we would just go camping in like BC. BC's a shit.
Yes. Tight.
Anyone that goes to BC, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And it always feels cheaper to me because I'm using American dollars and they go a long way.
Sadly, Vancouver, I think, is the second most expensive place, if not in the world or North America. It's fucking stupid.
I'll tell you what, boy. I fucking got some sushi there pretty much every time I'm in Vancouver.
Best seafood, bro. The fucking seafood.
But it's so cheap.
So good.
It's so cheap.
The food in Vancouver, like, this is literally going full circle back to what we started with. The food in Vancouver is so fucking good.
I got some good food, man.
Yeah,
You should go down to Louisiana, see what's up.
I was supposed to play in New Orleans, and that's in Louisiana? Sorry, I'm very unfamiliar with the geography in America. But I was supposed to play in New Orleans, and the show didn't happen because of like a venue change or something. But I heard it's really dope. So
I was just there this
take me down
weekend.
there.
I was just there this weekend for a wedding, and I fucking was like,
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, wasn't it Michael from
Yeah, from
SFAM?
SFAM. I was like, I want to fucking move back. I was like, I love it.
Shout out
dude.
Michael getting married.
Yeah, it was a beautiful wedding, dude. I was a groomsman.
I love those guys.
I was a groomsman. I was
Good
trying
guys.
to be hard.
Shout out SFAM.
Yeah, fuck fam. I was trying to be hard, dude. Fucking just like sitting there in my tux.
I saw you in Preston and shit.
I was just fucking tears pouring out of my eyes. It was a beautiful
Isn't it
wedding.
crazy how like some of our friends are getting married now?
Yeah, dude. I want to join them.
Do it.
Marry me.
My hands are sweaty.
I'll still put a ring on that fucking finger.
Actually, I have really soft
Dude,
hands.
yes, you do. Oh my
No,
God.
Feel that.
No. I could feel it on the bottom, even though they're sweaty.
They're sweaty. I have really soft hands.
Jesus Christ.
I should be a hand model.
I'd come to that. We're all over the fucking place right
I know,
there.
I love
Is there anything else you wanted to cover before we get to fan questions? Because we had a good bit for you. A lot of them were really good. We had a lot of super nerdy production questions, which makes sense now that you're talking about sound system culture and bald heads. But I didn't use those because yeah.
Why did I just do that? America.
Yeah, there you go. Is there anything else you wanted to get into before we get into these fan questions?
Pissing.
Go ahead.
Let's
Okay,
finish the
sounds
show. We'll
Let's finish the show. We got a lot of questions.
Okay, sounds good. So.
All right, we're back from this pee break.
All right.
Let's get into some fan questions. Actually, Kyle, do you have anything you wanted to ask?
Yeah. Let me,
You can think on it while we let.
Yeah. I thought of something on the way here. What? Oh no. What fictional character would you go on a camping trip with?
The Homelander.
You been watching The Boys?
No, yeah, dude, I fucking love it. It's so good.
Nice.
Honestly, Daryl Dixon.
Daryl Dixon.
Yeah, from The Walking Dead. Going on a
Nice.
camping trip, dude. You want to talk about eating good?
No shit.
Yeah, dude, Daryl fucking
good.
Dixon.
It's weird, I get into shows and then I just don't finish them. The Boys, I got to season 3, then season
that's when
4
it
or
gets
whatever.
I don't know how you stopped.
And then same with Walking Dead. I don't know.
I feel you on The Walking Dead.
Fuck both of y'all. It's the
fictional-
best. It's my favorite show of all
Fictional
time.
character.
You go on a camping trip. First thing that comes to mind.
Fuck. I don't know.
Dude, fucking.
Wait, Mitch, is Daryl Dixon? You want to go camping with him just because you know you don't have to do anything?
Yeah, but I'm changing my answer.
I want to find.
You know what I'm changing my answer to?
What?
Fucking the Black Widow.
So
Nice.
Skojo, dude.
I go on a camping trip with the Joker.
You're wild.
And do acid with the Joker.
Yeah. Rip Heath Ledger.
Damn. Wait, which Joker? Heath Ledger?
Ledger.
Or okay.
R.I.P.
I want the Mark Hamill.
Dude, that shit's actually insane though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
right.
that
Locked
really
in a hotel
goes
room
to
working.
show how fucked acting is for your mental health.
Yeah, shout out fucking Joaquin Phoenix for staying alive after that role.
For real.
I watched that in theaters. Holy shit, I was uncomfortable.
It's a good one.
It's
It's good to be
when
uncomfortable.
The fucking guy gets his shit.
It's good to be uncomfortable.
Seek discomfort.
So it makes you stronger.
Yep.
Wait, good quote. Art. What is it? Art is. It's like art is supposed to comfort the disturbed. Do you know that quote?
No,
If
Look
you
it up.
finish it, maybe.
I can't remember. It's like
Okay.
art is something to comfort the disturbed and disturb the uncomfortable.
Quote by Caesar A. Cruz: "Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the disturb the comfortable." Yeah,
I dig it.
Boom.
It's a good one.
Boom.
I love that question, Kyle. It's fun. Yeah, I'm going with ScoJo. Let me get a question.
All right, question number 1.
We got a good bit.
We got looks like 6 today. Yeah.
Yep.
Swag.
What's up, fuckers? My name's Blake Nelson from Carson City, Nevada. And I'm just calling to tell you guys, well, mostly MYTHM, that his set at Apocalypse Fest was absolutely internet bonkers. Last time I saw you, Telly, you fucking sucked ball sack as usual.
I like this guy.
I do have a question.
What is going on?
Let me get to
Did you
it.
say you suck?
Yeah, he said I
So
suck
I was
ball
just
sack.
wondering what your favorite seasons were, and if you could choose any date to have your birthday on instead of what it is on now, what date would it be and why? My birthday
What
is
is
February
that
1st,
beeping noise?
and
Get a
I don't think
call.
I would change it because every 11 years it lands on the Super Bowl, and that shit is
Football.
fucking titties.
Foosball.
So hope you fuckers have a good rest of your day.
I didn't know it was
Taboo,
recorded like this.
Again, you can suck these nuts. Have a good day, guys.
Dude, I might suck those nuts. I love his fucking attitude. Honestly, having your birthday on the Super Bowl kind of fucking sucks because they're already celebrating. Like, you just lost the celebration. You could have had that celebration and then another celebration.
You could just get real narcissistic with it and be like, "They're celebrating because of me."
Yeah,
honestly.
dude, this fucking asshole probably thinks that. But yeah, dude, fucking, you're gonna. I don't want my birthday to fall on like Christmas because then they're just gonna be like,
yeah.
"Happy birthday, your Christmas presents."
Yeah.
Like a bunch of fucking.
All right, my birthday, like, we're Scorpios,
Yeah,
and November's kind of a random month,
I'm down with it.
but it's like we're babies of love.
We are. We're Valentine's Day babies.
I'm literally February 14th, November 14th.
Yeah, we're Valentine's Day babies. Our dads came inside of our mothers.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you don't want to know facts? Fucking science,
it's
dude.
okay.
It's literally what happens. Your dad refused to pull out, and we're here because of it. And it's the best mistake they've ever made.
Yeah, I don't pull out. I don't even own a pull-out couch. Nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Damn, you don't pull out
No, none
with
of
that hog, dude. Fuck.
You want to hear something cool?
Yeah. It's not as cool. Fucking Honeycomb could do it better.
Oh, yeah, because
yeah,
he's
fucking-
fucking, like, actually professional.
He's a dog.
I'm pretty
He is a
Pretty
dog.
sure the caller had honeycomb in the background in
Okay,
his call.
that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I believe it.
Sounds actually really good, dude. I'm talking shit, but Honeycomb would be impressed.
Okay, so my Apocalypse set, I played a fucking heavy set, played a bunch of new rhythm and shit, and it was dope. I love playing heavy shit. It's just like, makes you just like, I want to flip a table. But then I play like my deep shit. It's like a good balance.
Flip the table. Do it.
Wait, did you say what month you would rather be born?
Oh, no.
No, I'm good with November.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, mine's always like kind of on a long weekend in Canada because Remembrance Day, which is like Patriots Day, is on. You guys do Patriots Day? Or
We have Memorial
Labor
Day,
Day.
Memorial Day,
Day,
my bad.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. So we
We
have
have a bunch.
Remembrance Day on November 11th, and at 11:11, it's like a moment of silence.
That's nice. I like that.
So there's a long weekend though. So usually my birthday is like always kind of after, but or like it's like the long weekend of my birthday. So, but it rains like literally every day in November, and like November is kind of a depressing month. I mean, honestly, I would like to be a summer baby. That would be pretty dope.
I'm a summer baby.
I like being a baby of love.
But that's also cool.
My
too.
parents' marriage was failing,
type of-
and I was their last hope.
What type of Scorpio are you? Are you like
The Scorpio King? Fucking, I don't know.
no, but just like I feel like Scorpios are very different. They're either like wear their emotions on their sleeve and they're super fiery. Like that's me. Like if I'm like an open book. Like if I'm in a bad fucking mood, you'll know instantly. It's hard for me to mask that. But then there's other Scorpios that I've met that are like super like the opposite. So how are you, Mitch?
I'm all right.
I'm interviewing you now.
I'm all right, dude. I don't know. I'm good at hiding
You're
my emotions, I guess. I don't know.
Are you hiding in the closet?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. 100%.
No, I came out like halfway a couple years ago, but like fucking, yeah, dude, fucking, what am I? I don't know. If I'm fucking angry, actually, here's the thing. If I'm fucking pissed off at you and I got some shit to say, I'm going to say it. I ain't scared of shit.
I'm kind of not like that.
I'm kind of confrontational at times because I don't fuck around.
When I get mad, my Italian side comes out.
Oh, I can see, hey, yous guys. Yous being bitches.
I don't like to, not many people have seen me like really angry, but.
Not a lot of people will see me angry either, but I will not.
I get like really quiet and then I kind of just like.
It takes a lot to get me angry. But if I have something I need to say that needs to be said,
cool,
I'll fucking say it. I'm not scared to say shit.
That.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the outcome, and I'm not scared of confrontation. If that makes sense. I will try to avoid I won't say avoid because confrontation doesn't have to be like a fight, right? But like if I got some shit I gotta say, I'll fucking say it, and I'll fucking say it with my chest.
Well, a lot of times confrontation leads to understanding.
That's very true. You have to you have to talk about things, bro.
All right, move on to the next one.
Move on.
Oh yeah, wait, dude, what do you?
How you doing, everyone? This is Dustin calling from Wisconsin.
What up, Dustin?
AKA your boy Jesus Christ, your pillow spinning, cheese giving friend. And I have a question for the both of you guys. If you could have one dream back to back, play with any artist or group or band, who would be your dream back to back, and what festival would you like to play? Pretty simple question. And if you want to give two answers, one for like an electronic, like an EDM artist, and then maybe I know Mitch is gonna pick a random punk band, but yeah, give two answers, an EDM artist, and then maybe a totally left field, unexpected one. All right, sending love from Wisconsin. You guys be safe.
Big up.
Jesus Christ out.
Love you, Dustin.
In shot.
Good friend.
Wait, have you guys seen People Just Do Nothing?
Watch
that fucking show. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Great show.
All right, so if we could do a back-to-back, he said one EDM artist and one non-EDM artist. Go.
Fuck.
First thing comes to mind, go.
Always change. I mean, I would love to do a back-to-back with Infect. His energy and his mixing and his shit is just crazy. So I would love to do a back-to-back with Infect. Non-EDM artist, pretending they DJ.
It doesn't matter, just that you can fucking perform with. T-Swift, dude. The Eras Tour.
T-Swift. Skepta.
R. Kelly. I'm fucking around. You said who?
Skepta.
Okay. I'm going my EDM artist. I'm going to RL Grime. If we're shooting for the fucking stars.
Did you know he used to make EDM, Big Room?
Oh, yeah. What was the name of that?
Clockwork?
Yeah, Clockwork. And wasn't Clockwork also drum and bass?
I don't know.
I thought Clockwork was drum and bass.
But I remember at Pemberton Music Festival, he had a Clockwork set and RL Grime set, and I was like, what the hell? They're the same person. It was like that meme with like
the math calculations.
I used to
wait a minute.
I used to want to be RL Grime when I first started, man. That's who got me into dance music.
Core.
Yeah, I mean just all of that shit, man. So RL Grime, right now, if I could get on stage with somebody that wasn't dance music related at this exact moment, I'm going Sleep Token. Ooh. If you don't know about that band, they're the fucking best band I've found this year, and I've been listening to their whole discography, and it's out of this world good. I put 2 Sleep Token songs and Stuff Me Volume 5 this year. People don't even realize it was Sleep Token, but that dude can sing. God, dude, that guy.
I can sing too.
Bro, I wouldn't want that guy to sing around my girlfriend. Fuck that.
Can you sing?
Hell no. I got to have hella auto-tune. I could scream like a motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty much. You can sing?
I'm really shy about it, but
I'm not gonna make you do it, but I'm just wondering if you can sing.
Yeah, I feel like I can sing.
That's awesome. You should do it more.
Maybe I'll do it on a tune.
I would trade all of my musical abilities and talent to be able to sing like the singer of Sleep Token. The amount of pussy I would get
wouldn't change, but
it wouldn't change. But fucking them pussies that would be wet.
Oh yes,
that would change.
Moist, yeah, damp, very damp pussies.
Oh my god, that guy can. I don't even have a pussy.
Yeah, he makes my butthole damp,
dude. He fucking.
Cornholio. Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah.
What?
He said, "Damn."
He said pussy. All right, let's get to another question.
Hank. Wait, what does Hank Hill sound like?
God damn it, Bobby.
Gosh darn it, Bobby.
Propane and propane
I
accessories.
sell propane and propane. Nah. I'll stick to Herbert.
There you go. You're good at that. Let's get to the next
I
one.
knew a guy.
But yeah, Sleep Token, to anybody who hasn't listened to Sleep Token, amazing band. My favorite band of the year.
I knew a guy that sold cocaine and cocaine accessories.
Oh, I know a couple of them.
How's it going? This is AJ from Galesburg, Illinois.
What up, AJ?
Just calling to see what was good. Got to catch you, Mitch, at the Chicago. Spend the birthday with you. Amazing show. They can turn the lights on if they want.
Yep.
And also, just got to see Truth of the Platform. I know you're going to be out there in Des Moines. Hope to catch that. The sound system was amazing. I was just calling to see with the festival season and all the lineups dropping, for festival, what you guys were really excited for playing this year at the festivals. And just a little side question. If you could transform into any animal, what at call, which one would it be?
Excuse me.
Keep it real, guys. Can't wait to see you out there.
So we obviously can't answer the first part of that question because not all the festivals have announced. But the second part's a fun one.
I'm playing Fire Festival.
Fire Festival
I'm
2, baby.
headlining it with fucking whatever that guy's name is. Okay, what?
Animal.
Jaguar.
That's
Jaguar?
what you can turn into,
I'm
right? That's what
I am a fucking jaguar. Or a stallion. Italian stallion.
Ooh, I like
shit.
that. I want to be an eagle, dude, because I'm like a bird. I want to fly away, and I don't know where my home is.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know where my home is.
I don't know where my home is.
I don't know where my home is.
I'm like
I don't know where my home is.
it's no homo if it's homies.
He asked a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he said the festival things. We obviously can't talk about that first part because a lot of them haven't announced. I mean, the ones that have announced, Ubby Dubby announced today. I'm on that. I'm excited about it.
Ubby Dubby.
Or some people like to call it Ooby Dooby. I don't give a fuck. The festival's tight.
Gooby Dooby Doo.
Ubby dubby doo.
Who cares what it's called? The festival's tight.
Roro Reggie.
I got another festival booking
Was that
today, but I
good?
can't talk about it. That's okay.
Was that good?
Go again.
Roro Reggie.
Pretty good.
Zoink Scoops.
That one was you
That
fucking
was
nailed
good.
that one.
That was good.
Yeah,
Dude,
you nailed that one.
Where's my TikTok fucking... I can't even make money, I don't think, in TikTok in Canada.
Maybe because
I think it's American.
You
right?
are an or, so it would probably super pop off on TikTok.
Or?
Never mind.
What?
Never mind. Let's get to the next question.
Pause.
Hey man, what's up? It's Trip Fox from Dallas, Texas.
What up, Trip?
I just want to address me being a fucking dumbass on the last episode. I did in fact have the dates wrong.
Remember that,
but
Kyle?
I still got to play, and it was fucking dope. And Lucy's fucking dope. She killed it. Anyway,
He was an idiot.
I guess I'll make that the question though. What's the dumbest shit y'all have ever done in y'all's music careers? Or, like what's the moment that plays over and over in your head when you're trying to go to sleep? And you're just like, yeah.
I don't like that
That's
question.
it.
I love it.
Later.
That
Keeps
makes
you up.
it-
It's one of the reasons why I don't smoke weed because that fucking thing keeps me up.
Oh, man. Are you going to go first?
You go ahead. You're the guest.
The worst thing that happened in my music career?
It keeps you up at night. Most embarrassing moment, basically.
Honestly, I don't know.
Shit.
Like,
I know.
I don't know if I have one. I got super fucked on edibles one time, but that was like years ago. And I was watching Paul Blart Mall Cop, and my idiot friend who smokes hella weed, he's not an idiot, I love him, but he was like, oh yeah, this will be fine. And watching Paul Blart, great movie.
It's a great movie.
And I start getting like the sweats. So I'm like, I'm going to go to bed. And then I woke up puking. I greened out and like, dude, I remember I was like seeing spots and my like legs were shaking and I was like, call the ambulance. Like, fuck edibles.
Dude, I did it. The first time I ever did a dab, my legs were shaking, and I was trying to walk, and I was trying to play it cool to my buddies, and so I was walking to the bathroom, my legs were shaking. They're like, "Bro, you good?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm chill. I'm trying to play it cool." They called me Bambi for like fucking 3-4 months. I was like a fucking baby deer just learning how to walk.
Yeah, I mean, weed's legal in Vancouver. Everyone fucking smokes weed.
Legal here in Colorado,
but I'm not a big weed smoker.
Me neither, dude, because I fucking think about my most embarrassing moments.
Edibles are straight up traumatizing. I was high for like 2 days. No, like I straight up, like my parents came downstairs and they were like,
had to pet you.
No, they weren't like mad or anything. My parents are so chill. They were like, "What the fuck's going on?" Like, and my homie's like, "I gave him an edible," and they're like, "Oh shit."
Dude, I fucking did an edible at my dad's house that this gal had given me one time. And we're watching this movie Greenland. Now, if you ain't never seen Greenland, or anybody on the podcast listening, go watch it. It's like it's like a fucking disaster movie of like asteroids come and hit the world. It's like extinction level asteroid or comets. Sorry, comets. Anyway, I fucking ate the edible and I'm on the couch sweating. I'm pale.
And you were on a comet.
Yeah, dude. I was sweating and I was pale. And my stepmom, she was like, "Mitch, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was playing it cool because if my dad knew I was fucked up, he was gonna fuck with me so hard. He was gonna fuck with me so hard. Anyway, the next day, I mean, got into bed and I'm like, "I'm not gonna die. Everything's okay." Like I knew I was just high, but I thought I might die. And I kept on telling myself I'm not gonna die. Anyway, I told my dad the next day what happened. He's laughing his ass off. He's like, "Son, I sure as shit would have fucked with you, son." He was gonna get my ass, man. But my most embarrassing moment, dude, I've talked about it on this podcast before. It was I was playing in a band. I was in a cover band, or like a classic rock cover band. I was playing with these older cats. I was like 19, and we were playing this song, "Shine." That song, "Oh, heaven let your light shine down." Great song.
Wow, you're a good singer.
Thanks, buddy. Anyway, it was like the fucking solo or bridge. No one knew what the fuck we were. And we got after that second chorus or after the solo, and all of us were playing different parts. Every single one of us. And we're like, all right, we're going to get back to it on 3. 1, 2, 3. We kept on trying to get back onto it, but there's a band after us. So we kept on fucking up. And we're like, all right,
peace.
And because we didn't finish the song, we just fucked up hard. And the crowd was silent. I think there was one guy clapping, I think the guy clapping was also booing. And that shit keeps me up easily. That's the most embarrassing. I'm talking about a big fucking rock venue, fucking packed. Yeah. Fucking can't even play a song that's not even ours right. And we've played the song 100 times.
So what happened?
Well, he got off stage, and the band members, they were alcoholics. They were like in their early 40s, late 30s. I'm 19 years old. They're fucking arguing and crying. They're literally crying, and I'm just like, "Guys, this is not rock and roll." So that's what happened. We got off stage. No one cheered except for that one guy who also booed. So most embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Nothing compares. I played in Pontiac 2 weeks ago, and I hit Q on the song that was playing. That happens.
Yeah.
That isn't even remotely close.
I feel like band shit is because you're like practicing and choreography.
Dude, we played so many. It was my first time like making money as like a musician. Like
but what actually happened? Like, why were you guys?
We were off. I don't know. I don't know if I was wrong. I don't know if they were wrong.
Okay.
All I know is that shit got fucked up halfway through the song.
Just
we couldn't, and it was we had our set time. We had to fucking just call it a day. So that sucked.
That must be shitty.
Yeah, and it keeps me up at night sometimes.
Nah,
it does,
really?
dude. You fucking bomb that hard. I do stand-up comedy, and I've bombed, dude. I've gone in front of crowds that just fucking hated me.
Yeah.
1 minute in, and I have a 15-minute set.
Yeah.
And bombing like that sucks. Nothing compared to fucking up someone else's song. And the crowd's just like, huh. Yeah, that shit sucked.
But you gotta it's a learning experience.
I guess, dude. I learned to fucking become a DJ.
Do you have like PTSD from it?
I don't know, dude. I'm not.
Well, not like PTSD. That's the wrong word. But like, do you actually like get like really bad anxiety from it?
Yes. Sometimes it keeps me up at night. When I smoke weed, I think about that exact moment.
But turn that into just like a learning experience.
Yeah, I became a DJ.
Yeah. There you go.
And then I fucked up in Pontiac 2 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck it.
Hard.
Hard.
Yeah.
I remember when it was like a couple years ago when I was like my pneumatic alias and I was doing a back-to-back. And I'd never really used 4 CDJs. I usually was just on
the 2.
So we're doing the 1, and I'm like, I've never even put my hand this far, and I clicked the wrong cue, and everyone's like, oh, but it's like, fuck it.
Back-to-backs can suck, dude. I'll tell you what.
Dude, I honestly, real quick, I'm very picky about back-to-backs.
Same. Shout out, I saw Soulfest got released. Kind of goes to the question that got asked a second ago. Soulfest got released, and I would have loved to play it, but they were pitching a back-to-back, and I don't want to do them all the time.
Yeah.
I want them to feel special.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah, dude, if you want to know who's had the worst back-to-backs, it's easily me with Baldy. I don't know if you know about Baldy. Him and I have had some notoriously...
Is he Canadian?
No. He is a Bayou boy. Dude, you want to talk about a Cajun motherfucker. But
Boogie T shared that tweet the other day.
Dude, I thought it was Baldy, man. That was funny as shit because I saw Baldy's ass this weekend.
Yeah, I definitely saw a tweet about
that. Was good, but yeah, dude, me and Baldy have had some of the worst back-to-backs in history. Fucking 4 a.m. late night in New Orleans drunk as shit.
But it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
That's when it gets fun and you're train wrecking, but you're also punching each other and it's fun.
Yeah.
If it's like a scheduled back-to-back and it's I feel like back-to-backs are hard for me sometimes. Like, if it's like an impromptu thing and it's at a fucking Renegade, that's when it's the funnest.
Yeah, that's the best.
But I feel like sometimes back-to-backs, like, handing off and stepping back, it, like, loses momentum. Like, they play and then you play, and then it's like, I want to get that, like, fluidity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've had really good back-to-backs, but then I've had some back-to-backs. But this is like a long time ago. I don't really do many back-to-backs.
Comas, shout out Comas. My best back-to-backs have been with him. We did a Mardi Gras back-to-back on River Beats TV Twitch stream during Mardi Gras for COVID. We did like 3.5 hours where we don't remember half of it, but we killed it.
That's awesome.
Good times. But let's get to the next question.
Yeah.
What's up, TVBOO? What's up, MYTHM? Hope y'all are doing well today. Love you both very much. MYTHM is very much one of my absolute favorite DJs and producers. Very excited that TVBOO got to have you on the podcast.
Big up, man.
And my question is,
who's this?
For both of you guys,
He didn't say.
If you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Oof.
It's a pretty simple, straightforward question. Hope that this one makes the cut.
Nice callback.
Much love, y'all. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
Wow, that guy was so nice.
He was awesome. I had this thought a couple months ago, but you go first.
Well, who was that guy? Whoever that was.
He didn't say.
Shoot me a message because shout out you. Honestly, I feel like I would be good at acting. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if I could do anything, did he say
anything in the world? What would you?
What would you think you'd be doing other than music, basically?
But is that like?
What would you pursue?
Okay,
there you go. That's a better
because
way to
it's
put
like
it.
Logical or
what would you pursue
for fun?
What would you pursue?
Well, my dad is a business, so I'd probably like try to take over that and maybe go that route. Probably that, and like join his company. And finish my degree. I only have 1 year left on my business communications degree, but probably do that and then just fucking vibe out and swag out in Vancouver. I don't know. I don't really know, man. Music's always just kind of been like, I was going to do it and I did it. And I'm just like, no holds barred.
Music's been my thing since I was 9. Since I was 9 years old, I knew I was going to do music.
I mean, yeah, you have the drums and all that shit. That's dope. I was saying to you, I used to drum a little bit, but I got a bad hip injury and then I had to stop. I used to break dance too. Dude, I can fucking dance.
I can too, on roller skates. I used to be able to not used to, I could probably still do it, but break dance on roller skates. I used to hit the fucking roller rink, dude. You hit the lock-ins.
The real ones know I can dance. I can do like shuffle and like footwork.
Oh yeah.
And do a bit of like tutting and like I wasn't very good at breakdancing, so I only did it when I was really young, but I got rhythm. MYTHM rhythm.
Hell yeah.
Everyone says, or not everyone, but some people are like, does MYTHM mean mythical rhythm? I'm like,
Sure.
damn, it's kind of
Sure.
hard.
If I could go do anything other than music, I'd go do stand-up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd literally just go all in on doing stand-up comedy. I would do it. With music, I cannot do it every single night. But if I wasn't doing music, I could.
Yeah.
I would do it. I know exactly how I would do it too.
Yeah. So
Because I've thought about it.
I'm always interested. Like, do comedians write everything out prior? Is it like a rehearsed skit? Is some of it improvisation, freestyling?
Bro, I've been working on 45 minutes for the last 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. But like you'll have sets where you fucking bail. Like I had a set 2 weeks ago where I completely bailed on my material and just started
Yeah,
fucking.
you just roll with it.
I just started doing crowd work
Off
and
the
started
lick.
fucking with the crowd.
I feel like
Because material doesn't always work.
I feel like comedians, like, okay, you know how rappers can freestyle and they're always thinking about the next word and rhyming? I feel like you guys have similar brains. It's
I have to shut myself up so many times while you were talking today.
yeah. No, it's all right.
Because I wanted to make an inappropriate joke.
I could see it in your face. You're just kind of like lingering on the edge of saying something stupid. And
Yeah.
I didn't know.
the whole
I didn't
vibe.
know what vibe was gonna be, but I knew you definitely getting your funny shit.
I think you
so.
could tell how interested you
Yeah.
were in the things you were saying, and it was,
That's what I was kind of
appropriate.
That's what I was kind of saying. So I was like, I feel like I've kind of got you in like this like interested vibe.
No,
where you're
I
not
stay
just
interested.
Like, ha,
but I still make a dick joke.
dicks. Yeah. No, it's good. No, I didn't want this to be super serious. I wanted it to be fun. I wanted it to be fun and but also informative to the viewers out there. And I think I'm proud
To be an American.
to be an American.
Or at least I know I'm free. See? There we go.
I'm proud that you actually told me that I'm the first person to show up early and bring notes.
Dude, and I appreciate that shit.
Because that's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope.
Because it shows that because I'm the type of all or nothing. Like if I really care about something, I put in effort.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
could just be baldy and show up 3 hours late to a podcast, but
That's funny. Okay, what did this guy? So this guy said,
what would you do? And
Yeah.
you said you'd go into business with your dad.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I absolutely adore stand-up comedy. Just being able to make a crowd laugh. There's nothing else like it.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's such a crazy high.
it's amazing. Nothing compares to it. So I'm about to have the next 3 months off.
Nice.
So I'm pretty sure I'm about to go stay in Austin for a month.
Fire.
I have a buddy who has a house. He's like, yeah, come on. I'm going to go stay in Austin, sign up
Sick.
for Kill Tony every single fucking week.
Oh,
and
Kill Tony's funny.
sign up for Kill Tony every week.
My homie,
Hit every mic. I got a bunch of friends out there that throw a bunch of, that host a lot of events and
nice.
shows.
Is that
and
in Texas?
that's in Austin, yeah.
Austin, nice. I've only been to one comedy show, and it was in Vegas when I played there last year with a sub doctor, and it was really funny. It was a guy who used to be on SNL, and he was like, any Canadians in the room? And I'm like, and he just starts
Oh no.
no, but he was Italian. He's like, any Italians? And he's like, you're telling me you're Italian and you're in Canada? And it was just really funny.
Yeah, and he probably destroyed you.
No,
and
but
that's
he was-
what's fun.
But he was Italian too, but he was talking about loonies and toonies. Like, you guys go to the strip club with that shit and fucking throw loonies and toonies.
He made
That's
fun
funny.
of you because
Yeah.
you were different, and it was fun.
Yeah. No, I love comedy and laughing. Do you
the
know?
best.
Wait, what's the statistic about smiling? No, it's something about if you smile, it's something with I can't remember. Muscles in your face about smiling. It's a lot easier to smile than frown.
Oh yeah, there's 400 muscles in your face that need to work for a frown, and only 150 for a smile.
All right, Mr. Resting Bitch Face.
But then I look just psycho.
Yeah.
Then I'm just like,
You look like an Italian, a mobster. I just fucking
forget about it.
yeah.
Hey, Don. No, like my cousins and shit.
400. I mean, let's see, 40. It really does take more muscles to frown. 47 muscles to frown. 13 to smile.
Lucky number 13.
400. Jesus Christ, I was a little off.
Here, let's say so.
I said it before I fact checked.
All right, that's fun though. Let's get to another fan question.
All right, shit.
All right.
This will be the last one.
Rock and roll.
Hey, what's up, TVBOO, MYTHM, bro? Big fans. I don't know, I had a question for y'all. What y'all think about all this crazy AI stems going on? Y'all using these tools to like separate out parts of your track? Does that introduce problems with the traditional way y'all get stems or make beats? Y'all fuck with FL Studio? I don't know, man. Have a good day.
Like I said, I was talking about AI earlier, and I was like, I'm gonna bring it up later, just because I knew we had this one. AI is gonna steal our jobs. In 5 years.
It's just like iRobot. You seen iRobot with Will Smith?
Yes, AI is taking over, and I will become Will Smith. That's how good technology is gonna become.
I have a AI ghostwriter. I mean, it wouldn't be ghostwriter; it'd be like AI writer. Yeah, I don't even. No. I think it's fucked, and I think how crazy. It's going by so fast. It's like we don't even realize how fast everything is progressing.
That's why I said 5 years we're fucked.
Yeah, it's definitely. This wasn't a topic of conversation 3 years ago. Do you use ChatGPT?
No, because I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to ask it.
Dude, it's actually insane.
I know it's insane. We used it on this show once Kyle, pull it up again.
I'm going to do that right now, and I also have something interesting to tell you.
We asked who is TVBOO, and ChatGPT was it a fucking idiot. But it's learned a lot since then.
But it's like you have to ask them more, like, you have to be like, write me questions that I can ask in a podcast that are like relate to mental health, and it will like, but then.
So you used it going into this episode.
Fuck no. And then you can be like, narrow it down to 3 questions, narrow it down to, explaining it in a different, or I've asked it stuff for like, when I got a new computer and I had to transfer all my record box library over. It was so fucking annoying. Okay? I had to search up a bunch of shit. My homie's like, use ChatGPT.
Or just pay for Record Box Pro and you can just, it's like.
Can you?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you fucking pay for it and it has like a Dropbox thing. So it's like, I work on my PC and then it's automatically on my laptop.
God.
Yeah, you're an idiot. But it is expensive. It's like $25 a month. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Dude, Record Box is a very interesting software. Like everyone uses it, but everyone has a gripe with it. It's like
that's my only gripe with it. Other than that, it's pretty good.
But no, like basically I asked it a bunch of shit. I was like, how do I transfer the playlist in an XML file, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, and I was like, explain this to me if I was 5. And then it would be like.
No, that's insane.
It's crazy.
Dude, AI is nuts. So like I said earlier, I had to build an AI model. And I've never done that. I had to build it for my Red Rocks opening set. Kyle was there. He fucking recorded that intro. But I fucking built an AI model on the voice of Eric Cartman to where I was just talking into a mic just like I am now. No different.
Yeah.
And it was coming out like Eric fucking Cartman.
Yeah.
How I have thousands of hours of this podcast on the internet. If someone wanted to like.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say use my voice, say some wild shit. I beat them to it.
You guys know Ghostwriter 77 or whatever, the guy on TikTok who made the tunes, Travis tune and a Drake tune.
Oh,
I saw
yes,
the tunes.
we talked about
it. Dude, it's like so what he had to do was he actually had to he had to make the beat, rap the beat, but then he takes UberDuck or whatever. UberDuck is the thing that transforms a voice. So you could write Drake, and then you input his vocals. So it's crazy because he had to actually
do the cadence of like Drake.
He actually no. Like he just had to like rap it and do it, but he actually had to have flow and be talented. But then he took the lyrics and then do UberDuck or whatever it's called, and it literally sounds like Like it was like millions of plays on TikTok, and then it gets taken down.
Yeah,
you heard the tune, right?
I heard it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was using voice.ai, and where it allows you to build the models. So I just like uploaded like a shit ton of just Eric Cartman from sad, mad, angry, just normal talking. Yeah, literally. And then I'm talking like as I am now, and it sounded like Eric Cartman. Now there's some points where it don't.
Yeah, like
but
the tone and shit.
90% of it sounds like fucking Eric Cartman. The fact that I'm just able to use that. And Dirt Monkey and AT Aliens have both posted clips of using AI to create basses.
Wow.
And it was not great, but not bad. It sounded like a producer 3 years in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, give it 5 years. It's going to fucking, that's what Excision's going to use.
I'm worried, like what they're saying and now is like, there's like scam calls and they're like emulating someone's voice and they're getting social security numbers and shit.
I get it, dude.
That's fucked.
Jason Statham called me asking for my fucking social security number. I'll give it to him. I'm not going to say no to that guy.
AI, but what about deep fakes? That shit is beyond fucked up.
We got into this with Micah, didn't we?
Sure did.
Oh
deep fakes are fucked. That shit is scary. Like that's how you get people in jail because you pretend it's them committing a crime. It's like there's a TikTok one of Tom Cruise. It's this guy that kind of looks like Tom Cruise, but he has a deep fake, and it literally looks like Tom Cruise. And people are like, no way, this is Tom Cruise. Like, people believe it, but it's not. And it's like come out as not. It's fucked. Deep fakes are insane.
Yeah, they're going to have to make some laws around this shit, man.
But it's like how criminals are going to break the laws. They don't give a shit.
It's true.
And they're going to get...
Shit, break shit, fuck the law. Hey. Fuck that shit.
AI,
punch that bitch.
No, like straight up. What's going to happen with the music industry?
We're fucked. You were talking about the marketing and stuff?
Well,
that's
actors,
it. You're saying it's not about the music? It's about to not really be about the music.
Actors just want to strike for using AI and to write scripts.
Yeah, and they held up the fucking Daredevil TV series and Deadpool, dude. I want to fight them.
Dude, like the art too. Like I've seen labels use Midjourney art.
Dude, I've been paying.
What the fuck is that?
Dude, I've been paying for art. I talked about this. I feel like some of the art that I paid a lot of money for was made with AI.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
It's not cool. But my VJ is also making visuals for my set with AI, and it's fucking incredible.
That's different.
That's incredible. I paid fucking $1,200 on something that I thought was like, I was like, hey, I think they made, I don't think they actually made this. And I want to learn how to talk to the fucking systems and do it myself so I can just cut out the middleman. Because I will use AI to make my artworks for my albums and my artworks.
Midjourney is really powerful. I've never used it, but you actually have to do a lot of different prompts. You have to ask like so many different prompts to make it like a really detailed, nice picture. If you're just like
my roommate does it. My roommate does it.
Looks like shit.
He uses AR for his fucking music releases.
Yeah,
and it's fucking insane. I'm like, you did this for free, and he's like, yeah, it just took a while.
I know like Space Wizard was doing it. Jack from Turny and Heritage, nice. I know like Buka's Finest and shit does it.
Why not? It's there to make life easier. It's there to and at this moment it is. But there's gonna be a point in time where it makes life fucked.
Well, it's going to be a moment of time where everything's taken away from us and it's just like servers.
Sounds like Canada.
Dude, it's going to be... What do you think the first one... I think it's going to be like bus drivers. I think it's going to be like bus drivers are going to become like robots and like...
Not only that, 18... Like truck drivers. Yeah, because you saw Cybertruck release... Tesla released the not the Cybertruck, but the Cyber 18-wheeler.
Oh my God.
It's completely automatic. Like it's just, it knows where to go get charged. It's going to fucking drive itself. You don't need to pay these truck drivers.
We're gonna have
You're going to lose a job. I'm going to lose a job. Kyle's definitely losing his fucking job.
I don't even have a job.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to have...
No, photographer's going to be fine.
Yeah. We'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
My friend actually just sent me some AI up-res stuff. It was a small JPEG image he up-resed. And I was actually surprised at how well it did, but it still is not.
Oh, dude, I got some shitty fucking photos from somebody the other day, and I
was
fucking
me, huh?
No, it wasn't you. Your photos were great. Those are the best photos I've gotten for you.
Thank you.
And I got some photos, and I sent it to a buddy who knows how to use AI to edit photos, and it made it so much better.
Really?
Oh my God, yes. Now, and I also will say this, man, fucking comedians are gonna be okay.
Yeah.
School teachers
human.
are not.
You know what I mean? That's a human interact. Like comedy is so human. There's too much human in comedy.
It's
for an AI to
consciousness.
get it.
Mm-hmm. It's like dude, I think it's gonna be like concerts are gonna be like you don't even need to leave your fucking house.
Just metaverse.
Crazy.
The metaverse.
Oh yeah, that's what Zuck's trying to do.
Yeah, Zuck's a cuck.
You're gonna get zucked.
Yeah.
He's gonna get cucked.
Yeah. Do you remember making a Facebook? I remember literally going on to Facebook for the first fucking time in 2007.
Dude, Facebook sucked then.
It was weird.
It was just like older parents and stuff.
It's funny how it's like now they're saying Facebook is just for older people.
That's true though, because if you want to find out if a girl's a real thought, she's posting the same pictures on Facebook that she is on Instagram. That's how you know she's really a fucking thought.
That's funny.
It's so true though, because I'll be posting these thought shots on Instagram, which I appreciate, but then they'll go on Facebook and it's all family friendly, which I also appreciate. But if she really about that life, she on Facebook with that poo nanny.
Oh, I did pull up the Chat GPT. I asked it who is TVBOO and who is MYTHM. It did learn about you, Mitch.
Okay.
It did learn. It's a little bit more accurate this time.
Give it to me.
Who is TVBOO? As of my latest knowledge update in January 2022, TVBOO is an electronic music producer, music producer, and DJ known for his high energy performances and bass heavy tracks. He gained popularity within the electronic dance music scene for his unique styles that incorporate elements of dubstep, trap, and other bass centric genres. TVBOO has released music in various record labels and has garnered the attention for his remixes and original tracks. He's known for his energetic stage presence and has performed at various music festivals and events, showcasing his dynamic sound to audiences.
It doesn't say a fucking thing about the
Sounds
podcast.
like a bio.
I want you to also, yes, it does actually.
Oh, it says right here, please note that he also has a terrible podcast.
Fuck you.
I actually was like, oh, wait.
I need you to look up Talks with TVBOO next, but yeah,
Okay.
read us the MYTHM one.
Nothing about MYTHM?
So MYTHM, I said, who is MYTHM? And it says, as of my latest knowledge update in January 2022, I have no specific information about the individual named MYTHM.
Good.
It is possible, however, that MYTHM could be a unique name or a reference to someone or something who has gained prominence or relevance after my last update. If MYTHM is a new figure or entity emerging after that time, I might not have enough information about them to inform you at this time. Could you provide more context details about MYTHM? This way, I might be able to better assist you.
Yeah,
that's gonna be my pre-drop.
That's a good one. Look up Talks with TVBOO.
You got it.
But you can just be like write a bio about electronic music producer named TVBOO, and it literally like is so good.
My buddy just used it to write his resume.
Yeah, no, like that's where I'm saying like it is helpful.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful.
You don't want to become complacent and be like,
it's
I'm
gonna
not
happen.
Thinking for myself.
It's gonna
because that's how you have to have the balance. You have to think for yourself, but you can also use it as a tool, not a crutch.
Yeah, it does. Wow.
What it got, Kyle?
It learned quite a bit. So it says here, as of my the update, Talks with TVBOO refers to a series or a platform where TVBOO engages in discussions, interviews, and conversational content. It could involve various formats such as podcast episodes, interviews, or online videos where TVBOO talks about music production, shares insights into electronic music scene,
and
discusses his creative process, collaborations, and possibly interviews other artists within the EDM community about dick size. I added that last part. This series or platform serves as a means for TVBOO to connect with his audience and fellow coworkers, share his experience, and provide valuable insights into the music industry. However, the specifics or details of the series could have evolved or changed since then, as artists have often diversified their content and reach out to their audience in different ways over time.
I feel like it's giving me hints, but also feel like we should end on that note. It's a good note to end on.
I feel it.
Mikey, anything you want to let the people know before you get out of here?
If you ain't first, you're last.
Ricky Bobby, baby.
He's had one beer, dude. He's feeling it, dude.
Dude, I should be serious and say, if you're going through shit, just know that you have a support system and that there are people that are always there for you, regardless if you think there aren't. And surround yourself around people that make you feel like you're meant to be in their life.
Hell yeah.
Off the top.
I love it, man. Well, thank you for being here. This was awesome.
My sweaty hands. Dude, that was a long time.
It's long,
but
for a long time.
It felt really short.
Yeah. Like my cock. Thank you, Mikey, for being here. I really appreciate you, man. Super awesome episode.
Thank you.
Kyle, I love you.
Love you, buddy.
And I appreciate you.
Big up. Inside.
And I appreciate everybody that listened to this week's episode of Talks with Taboo. I will see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.